and he's
All right, I'm going to start the show.
let's do it.
The Two Clouded Mind Show is filmed live in New Jersey where recreational cannabis is legal. Please use cannabis responsibly and in accordance with your local laws.
Hey friends, it's time for another new episode of the Two Clouded Mind Show with your favorite hosts, Chris.
I have a very caveman brain.
And Dave.
He's falling apart in front of our eyes.
Subscribe to the Two Clouded Mind Show on YouTube
See our pretty faces.
and everywhere you get your podcasts.
Two Clouded Minds, baby. I love you guys.
Yes now. Woohoo! We're live. You're not seeing things.
No, you're good.
Oh.
What things am I not seeing?
No. I see. Like I'm telling them, you guys aren't imagining things. We're live.
Oh,
We're
I see.
here.
You looked at me, and I thought I was like,
because
no,
you
I
looked
see
up,
it.
and I was like, oh man, did I miss my cue or
I
something?
see everything. I see everything, bro. I see it all. I'm in here. I got like 15 screens. I see it
Yeah,
all. bro.
you're on it. You're
Chris.
on it.
Welcome to the end of the month, bro.
Thank you so much, Dave. Welcome.
Hey, you know what? Pleasure being here. Anthony, thanks for stopping by, buddy.
And John from Florida's here.
John from Florida is here, everybody. Yeah. Hello and welcome. Okay, so who the hell is John? So
Yeah, Dave, please.
I'll go ahead and I'll field this one. Okay, so it is, for those of you who celebrate, it is fantasy football draft season. Okay, so if you play fantasy football, which I know a lot of people do, I do, Anthony does, John does.
I watch.
This is the time of year.
It's the best time of year.
Yeah, this is the time of year where, you're making your picks. Like I'm literally right now, I'm in two drafts at the same time, and I'm on the clock right now making my picks right now.
They are going hard in the paint.
Yeah,
it's actually
like-
kind of fun to watch.
We're scrambling. We have our hands full. So the reason why I bring this all up is because John lives in Florida. John has been a friend of mine and Anthony's for as long as we've all been friends. And John moved to Florida several years ago. John flew in for our fantasy football draft.
No
we've been
way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've been doing this fantasy league for 12 years.
Yeah, because why would you just come to Jersey, right?
Yeah, like I'm good in Florida. Why would I do that?
No, that's really cool. That's commitment.
Yeah, it is.
I'm blown away that I'm looking like I see a lot of numbers.
I see Jake Ferguson just went, and I'm pissed.
Yeah,
How do you guys understand all that? I mean, I guess from years and years of just watching the game and knowing the game,
Well,
you know what that is.
we read in Matrix code. I'm just kidding.
yeah, I don't even see the code anymore. It's
That's
just all blonde, brunette,
That's
redhead.
really what it feels like to me. I just see,
Yeah.
guys, this is crazy.
So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to just I'm stumped right now because, again, I'm on the clock in the other league now. And I don't know what I'm going to do as far as a pick is concerned, so
This
I'm
is
taking
tense.
this guy.
This
I'm
is
just
tense.
going to take that guy.
You're just gonna do that.
Yeah, I'm taking that guy, and I'm going to figure it out later.
There you go.
Oh
You
my
heard it here first,
God.
folks. He's taking that guy. Now, Anthony is stressed. He seems a little stressed.
A little.
Yeah.
You know, for you folks at home.
We're getting all the play-by-play. So, but here's the other, and Chris, you might not realize this.
Okay, go
because
for it.
you're a little too close to it. Nobody cares about anybody else's fantasy football team. So, like, we can't. I don't want to make it like too big of a deal on the show
So
because
you guys are
we're
basically against each other.
yes,
Oh, okay. Sick.
yes,
This is awesome.
right. So
Yes.
we're drafting. So we're all drafting a team against each other in our secondary league, not our primary league. The primary league draft was last night.
The one that really matters.
The one that's the most important.
So, like, when all is said and done and you guys have your teams finalized, you guys can, like, commence the real shit talking.
Yeah.
Like me and Anthony play the first week in our dynasty league. Like we play each other.
That's
And
awesome.
Yeah.
and
So
the-
for the entire week leading up to it, there's a bunch of trash talk, and sometimes
And
there's side
we
bets.
play in League of Record week 1.
Yeah. So we're head to head.
I think if it's okay with the group, I think John from Florida needs to, for the duration of the football season, zoom in for our live stream to check in with his Final Fantasy football stuff.
Just to give us updates. John,
some trash. If
John, what do you
that's
think
okay.
about that?
I'm down for
It's
that.
the
If
final
that's,
Wednesday of every month. Are you down for
Final
like
Wednesday, I can do that for right now.
cool?
For right now.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
You're
if
gonna
you can
cut
make
us
it, you
out?
can make it. Doors open if you want to. If you like, especially
down.
if you're doing like
Yeah,
real
you have
good,
an,
you
you
wanna
have an
talk shit.
open invitation
Yeah,
last
absolutely.
Wednesday of each month to zoom in with us because we're gonna have a Zoom. Speaking of Zoom, we're gonna have a Zoom guest in a little while.
Yeah,
But
we are.
but yeah, you can zoom in with us and we'll do a little update and stuff like that.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Sounds
yeah.
good.
Cool, man. Sweet. Welcome to the family.
Thank you.
So Chris,
Yes, sir.
What's new, man? It's always fun to try and catch up on like where we are in real life because we do so
Yeah.
much time traveling with our show.
You're right. You're right.
So yeah, what's going on?
Well, first, I just want to backpedal just a touch. We do time travel, yes. I did listen to the latest episode of Mad Scientist Party Hour with Kevin, Shuddy, and Jeff.
Fantastic.
We just had Jeff on recently. That episode will be out soon.
2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, yes. So he was unsure. He's like, I think it's September 11th, and I confirmed. I saw that it is definitely, in fact, September 11th when that episode comes out.
Cool.
The season technically kicks off on the 8th, correct?
Yes. Thursday.
Okay, so it's only 3 days into the season, so it's still fine.
Correct. Well, it's gonna. What happens is that episode comes out after the first weekend of football.
Yeah.
So it's perfect timing. Yeah. I mean, I mean, the only way it could have been any better is if it came out the prior week. But look, man, we're moving and shaking, dude.
Yeah, dude.
We can't just
are.
like lay around. We
But-
don't do that. But no, all jokes aside, it was a great episode.
And he did
Handicap.
say, he said that he had a lot of fun. He was awesome. So, and he loves talking shop. So
Yeah,
like,
it was good. So
Yeah.
if you haven't tuned out of this fantasy football conversation, but we didn't really talk fantasy football with Jeff. We
Yeah.
talked actual football.
Mhm.
He's a handicapper, professional handicapper. So we talked bets and predictions and stuff like that. It was
they
pretty
taught me a
cool.
lot of cool stuff because I know nothing.
I'm
I
on the
really,
clock.
I know nothing. And I threw in my my predictions.
Yeah, we all did.
And-
We all
and
made our predictions.
Surprisingly, some of them were like kind of like, yeah, dude, that's a good pick.
That's a good
That's
guess.
pick. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't off the wall.
Wait,
Well,
who did I say? I liked the Jaguars.
Chris, no spoilers.
Oh, okay. I'm
no
sorry.
spoilers.
I'm sorry. Shh. Sorry. I'm excited. I get excited.
I'm excited.
I get real excited.
Yeah.
But yeah, we yeah. The
Spit
end of
that
the
out?
month-
It's easy for you to say.
the end of the month episode. You know, it's our it's our time to get current, catch up.
That's right. In a few minutes, I'll be bringing up the chat. So hopefully there is a chat. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see if there's
Yeah,
a
get
chat
in
or
the
not.
chat because
Yeah.
we'll read everybody's comments and all that.
We'll answer your fantasy football questions.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the guys will. I'm sure they'll take your suggestions.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, end of August. I mean, we
Summer,
did it. We
summer's
did it.
almost over, fellas.
We did it.
I know.
That's fast.
It went so fast.
I'll tell you, again, I think it has a lot to do with the fact that we pre-record our episodes, but like these months are just flying by.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't like it.
Just like 30 something days ago, it was 4th of July.
Yeah, that's
like
how
40 days ago.
That's like time. That's crazy how
It's
that
weird.
works.
Summer comes
but
quick.
like really, it is. It is weird.
I will say that like living in Florida, summer is actually like a thing in Jersey. In Florida, like wintertime is like our summer, and it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
It's different. Like
Yeah,
up
it's
north,
stupid.
like because you have seasons, I feel like it feels different for
Mhm.
you.
It
Yeah,
is.
Like
for sure.
growing up out here, definitely like I'm in the heat all day every day, so doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
But cold, like right now where we're at,
Right now, you look like an Eskimo.
yeah, I do look like a
I
Yeah.
cannot like wintertime. Once it gets past November, unless we have a unseasonably warm like fall into winter, I hate it, dude. I cannot stand being cold. Like this, I don't mind because I can if I wanted to, I could just go turn it up. You
Yeah.
know what I mean, or turn it off.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot stand the winter. I can't. I hate the snow. It sucks, dude.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. The
I
first
like the
snowfall
winter.
is cool. I'll like watch it and go outside and take the dog out and stuff. But then I'm like, dude, where's summer?
John, do you miss the winter? Did we say this? You didn't say.
I come up pretty often during the winter time.
Yeah.
And it is my most disliked time that I like coming up here. But I will say this, like, I do not miss the winters up here. Like, I am a Florida. I
Mm.
love Florida weather. I like the heat. But I will say the humidity is awful. Like, you really got to be careful in Florida. Like, let's say, for instance, I own my own house, and I cut grass. Like, I have to make sure I'm drinking enough water because we're always in a heat advisory.
Mm.
Like, from, 10 to, 6 every single day in the summertime.
Jesus
Yeah, that's a good. That sounds like a really awesome place to live.
So, I mean,
it's Florida. duh.
I mean, Anthony, I also have a pool right afterwards, so jump right in the
Yeah,
pool.
you jump right
you
into
know?
the pool, and then you get
There you
out and
go.
you're sweating.
There you go.
Yeah. Is it in a fenced-in lanai? A screened-in
No,
lanai?
so my patio area is lanai, but the pool's actually open. So it's pretty cool. I have a saltwater pool, so it's a little easier to
Oh my
clean
god,
it.
we could put fishy in there. We could put fish with Nemo.
Shark.
I'm not putting
Little
Anthony,
shark,
you-
little baby shark. Dude.
Anthony's thinking about kids already.
Kids, why, John? What do you mean? I was talking about fish.
Yeah,
You're
you're a
thinking-
fish. I'm not putting no fish in no pool.
You can swim with them.
Anthony,
You can know what it's like to be Aquaman, John.
Swim with the fishes.
Swim with. Hey, you can go swimming with the fishes.
Swimming with the fishes. So,
Go ahead.
I always jot down random weird stuff. And
Oh.
sometimes we have a lot of fun with it. Sometimes you guys just completely roast me on it.
Go with what you feel.
Pigeons.
Oh, all right.
Real or not real?
No. I think they're real. They're unemployed phones.
Say that again, please.
Pigeons are unemployed phones.
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 Like a
Yeah,
phone.
yeah.
A pigeon, a bird.
Those guys.
We deliver messages and such with our phones and communicate with our phones. Before phones, pigeons were trained to send messages.
Pigeons.
Pigeons, dog.
It was
Yeah.
pigeons.
It was pigeon.
yes, that's actually true.
John.
Pigeon. Pigeons carried messages. That's true.
Correct.
Wasn't other
But
birds?
there's a lot of things between pigeons and phones. And the messages you're talking about are mail messages. So it's like the postman stole the pigeon's job is really what it comes down
I
to,
think he's
right? The
going
guy, the post office guy, he took the work right out of the pigeon's pocket. He's making the pigeon starve because he needs to be carrying the mail, right?
Mm.
That's really the culprit here. That's the person we need to raise awareness.
Bring back carrier pigeons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When he
save
said
the
that, I'm
pigeons.
like, I'm thinking of ancient Egypt, giant hawk
Oh, dude.
rolling the little scroll in its foot, and then he takes it off, hundreds of miles away to tell them, "I'm coming for you."
I wanna
You
hold a falcon.
want to hold a falcon? Wait, where it flies into your
Yeah.
defenses. Sorry.
No,
They-
you're good. You're
they-
good.
To do it where you have the little thing on and they call you over. Yeah, I think I could do that. You're gonna look the other way.
I wanna I'll look at it, but I just want to feel how much power that
when they
really.
land.
Yeah, dude. Because they can carry small
Animals, yeah, they can pick up
Yeah.
a cat, a
yeah,
little rabbit.
little puppies and stuff.
I forgot the name of the bird. I think it's in a falcon family, if
Mhm.
you would. That's the fastest living creature technically on the planet.
Peregrine falcon.
I think that's it because when they come up, they could with it hit I think it was 100.
You're
miles
really
an hour.
explaining it well too.
That's the.
You said the word "like" 16 times in a row.
I'm sorry. And then I was hanging out with John. And
Bobby J. By the way, Bobby J, our friend Bobby J, who's the host of this league, he's the
Shout
commissioner.
Bobby J.
He just timed out on his first pick, and he's back to back, so he's about to time out 2 picks in a row.
And he got a
Wow.
second. He got a second.
And he's the
quarterback.
commissioner. by
Yeah,
the way.
it's a big mess, just a giant mess.
I smell collusion.
He's
I'm just
poop-
saying.
He's pooped the bed. He's officially pooped the bed.
Let these guys poop to bed because it makes
Okay.
it easier for us.
Yeah,
Alright,
exactly.
Can
fair.
someone text Bobby?
No, let
No,
him be.
we're busy.
He's the commissioner.
Yeah,
You
we
don't
got
text
John.
him.
Do we not have enough going on right now?
John, we're
For
live
you?
streaming right now.
Jeez.
So anyway, yeah, the bird soars
We're
up
live on
and then
national
kids-
TV. Millions of people are watching us right now.
That's
Go
right.
ahead.
We
What can the
have-
bird do? It can it dive into
Yeah,
the
it
water
dives
type
in.
stuff?
I don't. some birds do that, but this I'm just for the speed of it. I forgot what it was. It was
So
some
it's like
crazy.
130.
It was a steep amount because
140.
everybody thinks the cheetah is it's the fastest land one, but yeah, this thing hits like some speeds.
Oh, I believe that there's a lot of birds faster than a cheetah, I think.
yeah, but this is the one.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying like I did hear like the
Right.
cheetah was the fastest animal, yada yada. But I feel like there's like airbird,
Give me a couple
air
big birds,
bird
air birds, as
animals
opposed to the
that
land.
fly.
Oh, Bobby J got DeAndre Hopkins. He hates DeAndre Hopkins.
Sorry,
He said he was dust. He said he was washed.
he did say that
He did.
right next to John.
That's
I was
brutal.
really pissed.
Somebody said Oded before.
Oh, that was me.
What does that mean?
Because he told me he's like draft Odell. I was like, yeah, Oded.
Well, that's not nice.
Well, I mean, in fantasy value,
I'm going to be on the clock again in both leagues at the same time,
love it.
guys.
This is exciting. You guys excited?
It's too.
You
It's
guys
too
better
much.
be excited.
It's too much.
It's not
Thumbs
enough.
up in the chat if you're excited.
Yeah. How many leagues are you in?
Me?
No, and everyone that's listening and watching, all the 13,000 people, and then
Millions of people
Sorry.
across
All
the
these
globe.
people.
Actually,
Yeah.
we are. Listen.
It-
You're on the biggest podcast in New Jersey. I'm just telling you right now. I'm just
I
saying.
appreciate
He's not wrong. He's not
No,
wrong.
you're not wrong.
Uh,
Yeah.
Alright.
6 leagues, beat it.
6 leagues.
I'm
You're
in-
in 6.
I'm
I'm
in
in
6.
5.
Yeah.
I'm in 5.
Six
Yeah.
six fantasy, and then like a bunch of best ball, and then some shit.
Yeah, I'm in 5, and I only wanted to be in 3.
Yeah, I always say that, and then life happens.
Yeah. I'm just glad I don't do like fantasy basketball and baseball no more because my life was awful. It was
It's
awful.
all. It's a lot. If you
That's
you do-
insane. That's you had to watch sports just. I mean, I get it. You like sports, but that's all you're consuming, right? Is just
Yeah,
sports, and
pretty
like
much.
anything you read in the papers is statistics, and
Correct.
The papers.
you guys don't look at the paper for statistics.
What paper?
You don't look
The
at the
Daily
paper.
News, the Post, the Newsday, anything like that.
The paper?
Yeah. There's a paper. We get a paper every day over there, and I read it every day. I read the paper every day.
John, paper?
I'm all for it. Like I think
You're
we should
for
keep-
it. You
Yeah.
you support the paper. When was the last time you held a newspaper in your hand?
They smell good too. Come on. There's a
I do-
nostalgia.
I just
Alright.
buy them to smell them.
So I subscribe to the Orlando Sentinel. So that's like our news in Florida, but I do it like via like an email.
Mm.
Like I'll read the
Yeah,
the
you don't
news.
get the physical paper.
No, I don't get the
No.
physical paper, but I'm all for older people getting the paper.
Holy shit.
Ouch.
Goodness gracious.
Like-
Why
I'm
did
all
you do that
for
to our
older
friend?
people.
He's sitting right next to you. Headshot.
But what I'm saying is, it's important. It's important. I'm just more of like I don't want to like waste paper. You know what I'm saying? Like
I hear you.
like I'm only use it for a certain thing. So like if I'm gonna read the paper, it's only to read sports. If I'm like reading a news article on like politics, like I'm a person that reads the news every day. So and I usually read like politics and things of that sort. So me consuming, I need something where like I'm reading multiple news outlets. So if like I do my local news, I do
This
like
this train is brought to you by
politics.
informing yourself on all sides.
yeah. So I read like
I was about
BBC
to say
News,
something crazy.
BBC News, and I also read a Spanish newspaper every day.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's for me to keep up with my Spanish.
Okay.
Nice.
Do you want to play rough? Sorry.
So you voting Daddy Trump? I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding.
No, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that.
That's all I'm saying. I had to get it out. It was like right there.
So, John, what do you do? Like, what do you actually do in Florida? Like, because no. I mean, like, it's interesting. Your actual job, right? Like, where do you work, and like, what's your like area of focus that you're
Gotcha.
passionate
All right.
about?
So I'm an academic advisor at the University of Central Florida. I advise on 4 majors: health science, kinesiology, social work, and CSD. And basically, I'm in charge of like making sure students do their certifications, all the stuff they need to do to graduate, their classes, things of that sort. So, and I'm a retention coordinator, so to making sure that students graduate within 4 years
Okay.
that are like first time in college, and then for transfer students in 3 years, so that way we're hitting state metrics. And then on top of that, I also am an adjunct.
And that means you're a
Yeah,
professor.
I'm a professor at.
And what subject?
And I teach history.
Get out.
Yeah, he's
John's
he's
and John's
breathing
a
the
big
future.
history buff,
Yeah.
and that's the reason why I brought it up, because John's like he's actually interested in starting his own podcast about history.
Yeah, John, you're on the clock. Sorry, just so you know.
Oh yeah, John, you're
John,
on the clock in the draft.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, I don't want you to get auto picked there.
Yeah.
So, all right. I was always interested in history, but my teachers, I hated my teachers. They
Mhm.
made it freaking boring.
Shout out KP Burke,
Yes.
right? 'Cause KP Burke does. That's what I was telling John about. That KP Burke does. The history wasn't boring. Your
With it-
teacher was.
Yeah, with his dad.
Wow.
He does that podcast with his dad.
Oh, he does.
yeah.
I've only seen the shorts on Instagram.
Yeah. Well,
That's
I think
cool.
he used to, unless he does something different with his dad, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
KP Burke, friend of the show,
Yeah.
Clouded alum. Proud
I-
to say that.
I met him at a comedy show one time. He knew who I was. I didn't know who he was.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
I was
awesome.
like, whoa.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, auto pick guy is not happy. 2 QBs, 2 tight ends.
Yeah, he's now he's in the draft. He signed in now, so he's looking at his team like, "What the fuck? This sucks.
I
I
don't know.
hate this league. I'm out."
I'll be targeting Lamar.
Oh, sorry, because I was drafting. So to answer that question about history, so I had one really good history professor. I was always a person that like history kind of fascinated me.
Okay.
I grew up with grandparents that like they know their lineage, and I just like learning about like my family, like moving to Puerto Rico. Like my great grandparents immigrated to Puerto Rico from Spain and things of that sort. Like hearing those stories when I was growing up, and then afterwards, like having a really good history teacher motivated me to like, hey, I originally want to be a lawyer. So when I did my undergrad, I was like, all right, like if being a lawyer doesn't work out, be an educator. So long story short, I got into education because like my grandmother, and my dad passed away my junior year of college. So I immediately had to retire, like give up law school, go to school, like finish my degree, get my certification, and start teaching because like I needed to make a living. So that's the reason why I'm diving a little bit more in history, because I was an instructor, like my family history. So so this year I read 6 books so far. So I try to read at least about 20 books a year.
20 books. You're behind. You're way behind.
Yeah, but like
You got to read You got to read hella books in the end of the year, dude.
yeah, but that's not that bad.
No, it's not bad.
14
Wait,
books
that's
in 5
that's
months.
6 more books than I've read in the last 2 decades.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that like
Easily.
I like also I've read 6 very dense books, so that's not like enjoying of reading. Like let's say for instance, if I read Lucky Man from Lou Garrett, like I can read that in like a week. You get what I'm saying? Versus like a history book that's like super dense and like stuff that I actually have to like look at maps and understand like there's just more dense information in like a history book versus like a sports book where I'm just reading for enjoyment. Because when you read history, like you have to understand like the person's like what their thesis is of the book, and like as an historian you just read it in a different light. You know, like, all right, you're explaining this story, you're using these sources, where are you getting this from? Like, there's different ways of how you explain civil rights history. For an example, like, there's called Kingism, meaning it's really centric, like all the big, Black Panthers, Martin Luther King, your Malcolm X, or are you more of like another version of civil rights where you're talking about grassroots and things of that sort?
See, I was going to
So,
make
like-
another bad joke. Never mind. Go ahead.
No, I'm good.
No, that's really fascinating. That's cool. That's awesome. But yeah,
So-
like I said, like I've always like I've been interested in it. I was always interested in history and science. But my teachers and I hated school. It felt like a chore. Like it was, I don't know, like the anxiety I got every day from going to school and all that stuff. It was a bad experience, just all in all.
Oh, I'm going to tell you this. Like, education, in my opinion, is horrible. Like, we just have a system that doesn't support
Bless you.
learning. Like, let's say, for instance, like, my K-12 experience was awful. Like, you would have never thought. Like, I like to pride myself on my education because in K-12, I had an IEP and I was diagnosed with, like, ADHD. So they put you in like classes like with kids that actually have severe issues. So back in the day in the 90s, if you had an IEP, you were stuck with kids that were like disturbed.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
like you were.
I just had this conversation with a friend tonight before I walked in the door. Like, I like had that same issue. Like, I just had like a little bit of like I wasn't learning as fast as the next guy, so they
Correct.
put me in that kind of class where it was like kids like bouncing their heads off the desk and like screaming, and like it was like a ruckus. It's like I didn't belong there. I just
You needed a little bit more
That's
help
it.
in terms of, so that's the reason why I went into education, because I was like, yo, all my life, like I was basically told I was stupid. Like I wasn't advanced. Like I always got A's in all my classes. Like it was easy. All it was when you're little and you're a boy, for an example, like you also have to understand like child development and the study of the brain and understand like what's growing and what is needed in society. But so I would say like for males, like it's hard for us to concentrate. So it's good for a teacher to be like, yo, if you do this task, there's a reward. So that way you can understand that like, hey, learning the small steps of focusing. Like to me, I have ADHD, but I do a really good job of being able to multitask, read, accomplish something. Like I think like I'm a testimony of like, yo, I came from like I was the stupid of the stupid, and you can get a freaking
Hell yeah.
you could go to college or whatever, or be anything. And I usually tell people like go for something that you're passionate about. Like don't let somebody tell you you're stupid, and the more knowledge you have, the better, because it's able for you. The more knowledge that you're able to have in your life, and this is just an educational viewpoint.
Go ahead.
go on.
I'm not used to this.
I gotta start crying over here. Like,
That was
I gotta-
beautiful.
I gotta make that so that it comes in like gently. You know what I mean? It comes in too hard and it
Yes.
just ruins the moment.
It
Yeah,
is
it does.
beautiful.
But yeah,
It was beautiful.
I'm busting your chops, John. But yeah, that is nice what you're
Yeah.
saying.
So I would say that like the more knowledge that you have, the better it is that you'll make better life choices if somebody supports you in the things that you need to do to be a good, like, I just feel like education in general is supposed to make you self-sufficient as a person, as like your career, how you feel about yourself, what you're able to contribute in society. Like education's way more than just you passing a test, getting over here. Like it's whole transformation of you being your own person to contribute to society. That's the whole point of education.
See, I always had like I always had a problem like retaining everything that I was taught, whether I took notes or whatnot. Ashtray's right here if you need it. And then also, I got to a point where I felt like the things that they were teaching me in school weren't really they weren't adequate enough to get me fit for the real world. Like, I get it, like math, you should know math. But am I really going to need to solve for X in the real world? Me personally, I don't think so. I mean, if I can add and subtract math, monies and stuff, like,
Monies.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no education.
Hey, you did well in the spelling bee.
I did. I crushed the spelling, I think.
You
Yeah, I
did very
pretty
well.
good. I did pretty
Yeah,
good.
see, you're good at like. Usually, I always say to people like, if you have
Oh,
a
shit.
strength, like that's my whole thing about education is like, what is your strength? How do you capitalize on it? And like, it's really interesting, but understanding education systems in other countries is a lot more, like I think more efficient. For an example, like when in Japan, like they don't give tests or anything up until like middle school. Like they're from like kindergarten to third grade, all you do is learn the rules. That's it. Walk in a line, do this. This is your time to play. This is lunchtime. So that way you develop a habit of like, I'm used to this routine.
Like, they're getting them regimented, right?
Correct. And then they start giving them tests in middle school and high school because they don't have behavioral problems like we do in American schools, because we took away the power of the teachers, the
Oh, yeah, for
administrators.
sure, yeah.
And I understand because it's taxpayer money. Like, you know, if you're a parent and you expect your educators to do what they need to do, but at the same time too, like we also live in a society where like half of the students that are going into the school systems are coming from broken families. Like that's a big discrepancy. Like half and half of people, like one half has both parents and the other is broken. So
Yeah.
you're also teaching kids how to be a man or woman or whatever they're trying to be, like, and trying to be like form their mind and their opinions and things of that sort. And I think the most important thing I've taught kindergarten to third grade, middle school, high school, and now higher education.
Mhm.
So,
John, you're on the clock.
oh shoot,
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
Yeah,
I apologize.
No, that's fine. That's fine. That's wild. So you've basically taught all grades.
correct.
It was always history, right?
No, I taught English and Spanish.
He's all over the place.
Yeah, he really is.
Yeah,
and
I'm
I
always.
was an AP psychology teacher as well.
Holy crap.
Mhm.
Big brain.
Yeah.
Super big brain.
Look at the big brains on John.
Yeah, look at this guy.
Yeah, try.
Big brain John from Florida. All right there, Mr. Big Brain.
All right.
I got another curveball to throw at you.
Good.
Everybody good?
Yeah, we're great. The chat is existing. Everything is fine. I finished my other draft, so I'm only doing one draft right now, and that one's about to end in a few minutes, so that's good.
All right.
And then, but yeah, super fan. Hello.
Hello, friend.
So what were you gonna ask him?
I want to know, this is for the room. Do you think there are more doors or more wheels in the whole world?
Wheels.
Wheels.
Why?
Because there's wheels on lots of other things besides
There's
cars.
doors on.
Oh, I guess if
everything.
I'm gonna
four
say-
doors to a car.
Yeah,
Right, but there's a lot of doors in a building and no wheels.
But
That's
some doors
fair.
have wheels on them.
Some doors have wheels on them.
100%.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
Just a door with wheels.
What is it for?
Yeah.
Trying to catch this
slider,
door.
Some slider doors have them.
Oh, that's like
or,
a track. That's little wheels. Mm.
Track on top, wheel on the bottom, though. And then some doors actually slide open. They have a little ball wheel on the bottom to slide
I'm gonna
out.
say wheels because of those small wheels that you're talking about.
There's lots of wheels, like wheels on U-boats. and
I don't.
wheels on-
There's
sorts
no.
of
I don't
things.
think there's a definitive. There probably is somewhere on the.
I mean, there's
interwebs.
definitely an answer, but there's no way to
But-
find it out.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, scooters, bikes,
See,
rollerblades.
I don't know. I think, dude, there's a lot of doors. A lot. I
Yeah,
know there's a lot of cars.
Well,
I
well,
know
well,
that-
well,
and
well,
there's
listen,
a lot of other
technically,
things.
cars cancel out.
No.
4 wheels, 4 doors.
What about a 2-door car?
Okay, well, fuck off. What about a 5-door car?
There's no such thing,
That's
but there are
just a
there are
hatchback.
2-door cars.
Well, number one
So you're
would
screwed
be
there.
like, where would the most doors
Yeah.
and
Damn.
wheels be? It would be somewhere
In a
between
city.
China and India because that's the largest populations in the world.
Well, you're talking about people, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they have as many. Like, what we need to know is who has the most buildings with doors in it.
See,
That's
I
where I
automatically
think we
think-
got to start there.
I automatically go right to Manhattan.
Well, yeah, but that's not the biggest city in the world.
It's
Like
not the biggest
Dubai,
city in
right?
the world, but it.
Well, I mean,
it's-
like Mexico City is bigger. There's a couple. Like,
I mean,
now
like,
remember,
cities with
I went to
buildings.
school a long time ago, so I don't know what the fucking biggest city is now. John, what's the biggest city in the world? Still Mexico City? Back in the day, it was Mexico City. Maybe it's someplace in
honestly,
China.
That is something I don't know.
Okay.
That's a
I
good
know
question.
when they say like money and big buildings and crazy stuff, like Dubai is always on that list. I was like, I honestly don't know. That could just be a lot of windows.
I think we need to do a geography. I think we need to have a map, and we have to figure it. We have to fill it in.
I would not be
Dude,
good.
I would be so
I don't
poor
want
at
to.
that.
I don't want to
Yo,
do it.
so let me
poor.
ask you this: how many like this would be a good one?
No, don't
like
start
try
this.
to do all the stands because there's like 1 million stands in like Asia.
Okay.
So
Stands.
like when I did you have to do geography if you're a history major. So you have to learn geography, and how you learn geography is literally there's an empty like word bank, and you have to know all the countries in each continent. Yeah.
Yeah, I know none of that. I'm an idiot.
We could do a geography quiz.
No.
In a minute. Yeah, give
Absolutely
me a
not.
few minutes. Give us.
Great.
Let's
I feel
just.
like I've
like
done this
Africa
before,
would
and I don't
Africa's
wanna do
another
it.
one. Like there's two new like now there's North Sudan and South Sudan. Like people don't know that. Like,
I didn't realize that until the Olympics.
Yeah, South
Really?
Sudan. Yeah, South
Yeah.
Sudan is its own country.
Because when I was in school, it was just Sudan.
Yep.
Right.
Yes, it was.
I mean, but when I was in school, it was Yugoslavia, which doesn't exist anymore. Now it's like the Czech Republic and Serbia and
Oh,
all these other different
yeah,
countries. You know, there's
yeah.
like
Yeah.
Georgia and Croatia
Georgia.
and
Croatia.
what's the other one?
Georgia
Armenia
peaches.
and so on and so forth. Ukraine. So none of that stuff existed when I was in school.
You didn't exist.
Because
You
I'm
know,
old as
actually-
hell.
You didn't.
Well,
need
think of
to
this:
say
like the
that.
Soviet Union was
Fair.
around when you were in school.
Yeah, it was. It broke up while I was in school.
Yeah, it was. That's right.
Yeah,
Yep.
Now it's just Russia, right?
No.
Russia.
they're actually
Russia.
getting their ass kicked right now by the
Are they really?
yeah by the Ukrainians. Like they're in Russia, like advancing in their country and like taking territory. Yeah,
I just would like that whole thing to come to a resolution.
yeah, for real.
Just
like
be over.
yeah,
so
it's
that
really
there's
sad.
one less war in the world.
Yeah. Agreed.
That would be sweet.
Yeah.
We live in a
Be
fucked up world.
sweet.
We sure do. We live in idiocracy right now.
John, what's the like weirdest history fact that you can think of off the top of your head?
Yes.
You know.
And then I want to talk history conspiracy theories.
Oh,
Sure.
baby.
Ooh,
Yes.
I do like that.
Okay.
Yes.
That
Alright,
can
let's
go.
do
You
it.
can go down a rabbit hole.
Welcome to the show.
Oh, fix my shorts too.
Get your
Go-
popcorn.
what was the first one again?
Weirdest.
What's just the weirdest like history fact that you can just think of off the top of your head?
Oh, British history. Like, British history is like full of bullshit. Like, you know, we have Jakin's ear, you know, where literally the British went to war with freaking France over Captain Jacobson's ear getting cut off over like being drunk and shit like that.
No way.
Yeah, like there's like
So a
legit-
guy got drunk, got his ear cut off in a bar fight,
yeah,
it
and
popped
England
off
and
into a
France
big
went to a war.
correct.
Shit, maybe,
funny.
yeah.
All right.
That's
Also, like
You got to stand on
think of
business.
this, like the British the British overthrew the Ashanti dynasty in Africa.
I know
over
Ashanti.
over a golden stool.
Come on.
I'm not even joking.
Not a stool like a chair, not like
Like-
poop.
Right.
No, like a golden stool. So in the tribe of Ashanti, for someone to sit there, you would have to be their leader. The British wanted it,
I am your leader.
and literally they went to war with the tribe of Ashanti.
And I presume they wiped him out.
Well, it's you know that's how like kind of Nigeria became like its thing. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
Now, mind my ignorance. To this day,
You ignorant.
is that golden stool like still part of the lore?
Yeah,
or
I mean
whatever?
the tribe
like,
of Ashanti, like their tribal leaders.
Does it
That's
still
what they
sit? Does it still exist?
Yeah, it's like some type of like blessed stool or like kind of like
Oh, bless your stool.
yeah. So like you have to like I think what's hard about explaining it is that like we just don't live in a world where like I'm from this tribe and you're from this tribe. Like we are.
No, everybody's real together over here. We're all very united. We're all very united. In the
super
United States.
civilized.
I mean, hey,
Shout out Jersey Shore Musicians Podcast tuning in.
nice.
You.
Oh yeah.
Get a history lesson.
Yeah, you're
All
about to get a history lesson. Strap in.
Whoa.
Yeah, stay tuned on the wires.
So you
Stay
want to talk
tuned.
conspiracy?
Yes, I was
Yeah,
just gonna
that-
say.
now
yeah.
I said
Think of
like
a
two.
history.
John, wait.
You have
Before you
two?
get started, you're about to be on the clock here. So,
Okay.
think it over.
I'll hit
compose
you with
yourself.
one.
You're on the clock right now.
I'll hit you with one
Go ahead.
while you're on the clock. Something that's come up in recent, like chatterboxes. The Titanic.
What about it?
Fake?
It being
Oh boy,
known about it having a
design flaw.
yeah. He supposedly had another. The JP Morgan had another ship just like it, named something else, and that one had like a burn in like the engine room in the hull or whatever, was weak, and it was kind of like an insurance thing, and a lot of people that went on that boat owned a lot of land and whatnot, and then he was supposed to be on, and him and like two other guys got off, and then they like inherited everything or some shit like that.
I guess we got to have a little more information. You're on the clock.
Your mother's ass.
Oh,
Last
that's-
pick. It's your last pick. It should be quick for you.
Make
Yeah,
it a
it
good
is.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it.
And
A,
then I'm done.
It wasn't a good one, guys. Spoiler, not a good one.
Well, because I have a plan.
Yeah.
There's no way he's not
No,
going to
I got you.
You pick a defense?
Yeah. Cleveland, baby.
All right, let's do this.
Because I'm going to have an extra roster spot in a few days.
John, conspiracy us. Let's go.
No, I'm gonna leave that up for Chris. Like, what do you like? What's something that you want to know that like is a conspiracy, like the John F. Kennedy? Like,
that was definitely like false flag, right?
yeah, like obviously there was a cover up there, and there was a lot of hands in it.
Disclaimer:
There was.
we don't know what happened.
There was.
Yeah, nobody.
This
knows
is
that.
for entertainment purposes only.
Yes.
But the FBI or the CIA, right?
Whoa. Okay.
It was like a CIA thing, right?
It
Like,
was.
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah, man.
oh,
Daddy-
the
Daddy-
stream just stopped for some reason.
Daddy Kennedy was getting too awesome or something.
frisky.
No, I don't know. What else? I want to know so much about like the MK Ultra and all that stuff. Like Charles Manson, he was MK Ultra, right?
I mean,
I don't even know what that is.
MK Ultra was they would the government was like dosing people with like acid, right? And like hallucinogenics for like
Yeah.
periods of time to test to like see the effects and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, our government was behind like the eugenics movement. Like, come on, like local governments were doing that shit.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know
So,
what that is
like,
either.
So, like, the eugenics movement would be like the study of genealogy. Like, that's the reason why Nazi Germany was able to convince a whole nation to, like, yo, our genes are better than yours. That's around the time where the study of eugenics, like, the study of your genes was studied. And that's how they used, like, white superiority and that's white imperialism or whatever to establish those by the study of eugenics.
Hmm.
And we are like people talk about Nazi Germany, but like before Nazi Germany, we were the leading people of like sterilizing people, and like we did a lot of fucked up shit back in the day. Yeah, like what the Nazis did, they just had the balls to do it, but like we were doing that as a country.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah. Like all those loony bins, like think about all the insane asylums that
Yeah,
we talk
yeah.
about during Halloween. Like those people were people that were just like, yo, like we don't want you in society. So it was a legal way to like sterilize people, and they
Mhm.
did that to thousands of women. So like, let's say for instance, you had a woman that was a little promiscuous
Mhm.
or
boy.
whatever. You know, in those red states where like the Bible Belt and stuff like that, if women were, you know, if their husbands didn't want to be with them, they'd be like, oh, she's insane. And like so many women were thrown into insane asylums and would get sterilized.
What year are we talking?
We're
Like
talking
What
about,
what period of time are we talking
we're
about
talking
here?
about like 19,
Jesus.
like
50s, right?
1920s,
Oh, the 20s.
20s
Okay.
and 30s.
That's fucked up.
The 50s, I think that's when like
It's like 100 years ago. It's like it's crazy to think of how barbaric sort of that sounds, or how fucked up that is. That like inhumane
sounds
it is,
archaic.
inhumane, you know. And it's in the 1900s. It's not even that long ago.
Yeah, dude. That's crazy.
All right, here we go.
But I think in like the 50s and the 60s is when all like those other things were going on, like the MK Ultra, and there was another one, Project something. I forget what it was.
Like the
called.
Manhattan Project, you're talking about like that.
Well, that was the bomb, right?
Yeah, that was the bomb. Yeah.
That was the bomb.
And
And then what was Project Paperclip?
All right, so we got some interesting chats here. Hold on a
Yeah,
second.
I knew it would spark some shit.
Well, I hate when this happens.
What happened?
Okay, hold on.
We got the live chat going.
Shuddy Boy in the chat. Shuddy Boy's gonna be joining us soonish, saying that he might need to back out of the fight because Chris can't afford to lose more brain cells. His wife is practically married to a vegetable already. Morally, I don't know if I can make it worse.
Shuddy boy.
Oh, boy.
Why don't you wait till you're? You know what?
I thought you were supposed to be taping a show, buddy.
Yeah. Don't you got a fucking show to tape, bitch? We'll see. December 13th, we will see who the fucking vegetable is. All right? I got a lot of trauma and a lot of pent up aggression. Dude.
You're ready to roll.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. That should be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be
so
sick.
explain to John what you're talking about.
Oh, so Shuddy Boy is one of 3 hosts of a podcast called Mad Scientist Party Hour. They're awesome. It's
great
Shuddy
show.
Boy,
Check it out.
Jeff, and Kevin. Definitely worth checking out. Shuddy Boy joined the gym, ended up like he's now on the board of this boxing gym, and they're a not for profit organization. I'm probably butchering this, and I'm so sorry.
I think you're
Shuddy.
getting a little bit into the weeds here. Shuddy Boy joined the gym. He's really, really into it. He got into boxing. He's really, really into that. He's really taken to it. He's enjoying it. And so he thought he was like, I dig this. I want to like take it to the next level. Who do I know that I could challenge to a fight? Chris has boxing experience in his past. He's done some fights, like some entertainment style fights.
Mhm.
So he has boxing experience. He's also trained and stuff like that. So Shuddy was like, well, I know Chris. Chris, has been in the ring.
Mhm.
I'm gonna challenge Chris to a fight.
Okay.
So Shuddy challenged Chris to
Yeah,
like
he called me
a legitimate boxing match.
Wow.
Yeah. So in December in Pennsylvania on Shuddy's home turf, Chris is gonna box Shuddy 5 rounds, 3 minutes each. I'm calling the fight, and it's gonna be live streamed.
Wow. You're gonna be in a
And-
boxing fight.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
and
yeah.
John, to your right, that belt, Chris put that belt up against Shuddy. Shuddy has to, if Shuddy loses, he has to get a tattoo of the show logo.
Okay.
If Chris loses,
I have
Shuddy
to
gets
hand him that belt.
the belt.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good that's a good one. I also 5 rounds, man. You got to do a lot of cardio, man. I did a little boxing myself. You
It's
got to be in
tough.
shape.
It's
Like
tough.
I would have to like it's amazing how in shape you have to be in boxing. If I were to fight right now, I'm 180 right now. I would have to lose at least 15 to 18 pounds for me to fight at the size that I need to fight at. Because like although I hit like somebody that is like a 180, when you usually box professionally, you have to fight at a certain weight.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, we chose 185. I'm usually like my everyday walk around weight, I hover between 190 and 195.
Gotcha.
So right now I'm like 191.
Oh, I was wrong. Not 5 rounds. What is it? 3 rounds?
Yeah, I think it's three rounds.
All
3
right.
or 4 rounds.
Shuddy, are you ready for the Zoom, buddy?
Do it 5 rounds.
Shuddy,
We are doing 5 rounds.
let us know in the chat if you're ready for the Zoom. I'll bring the Zoom up. You can just jump right in the show right now.
Yo, boxing's dope though, but it's such a
It's hard, but the work, the work is hard, but it's fun.
it is.
It's so much fun. It was definitely the best shape I was ever in when I went through the first 3 fight camps. By far.
Gotcha.
So I have 4 months, a little less than 4 months. It'll be good. It'll be good.
Is it like, do you diet? Because my thing is, I had a really strict diet when I.
Yeah. So I cut out. I'm a big candy guy because all I do is smoke weed.
Yeah.
Like, I don't drink alcohol
Yeah.
unless I go on vacation, and that's not really in the cards anytime soon. So I just don't drink. I just there's no point for me to drink. So I smoke, and I love eating candy. So I completely cut out candy, and I do a lot of like chicken and vegetables, shit like that.
Yeah, it's a strict diet.
It is.
Like
if I
just
really discipline myself, because dude, I snack. I have like ices and
Yeah.
dude,
Ices?
yeah, like Italian ices.
Okay.
The little Johns in the cup, the yellow Italian ices,
Yellow.
delicious.
All right.
So yeah,
All right, all right.
But
know
if
what you're
I
talking about.
discipline myself and I know I can do it, I would trim down so fast. So fast. So I mean,
Well, coulda, woulda, shoulda. You got to do it though.
no, yeah, I mean it happens so fast though, especially now that I'm active.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
So you think you'll melt it away?
I'm gonna 100% melt it away. There's gonna definitely be a transformation between now and December 13th, for sure.
Interesting. Do you want to do a little before and after photo thing? You
Yeah.
know, like we should do that before you get too much further into the workouts.
Yeah. I'm
And
down.
we'll do like you'll do one of these with like the newspaper or something like that. You know.
That's exciting, man. To get back in the ring, man.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
I'm super pumped. I'm super pumped.
Yeah, it should be a good time.
Yeah.
Should be a good time. 3 rounds, 2 minutes a round. That's
Okay.
what the actual statistics are.
Is
I had it wrong. I was a little excited there.
Okay.
Is anybody else interested in boxing besides me? Like Anthony, did you grow up ever watching
No.
boxing? Okay.
Rocky.
I watched like the big fights. There used to be a lot more good heavyweight fights than there are these days. You know, boxing was a much bigger thing. Like MMA has certainly taken over. You know,
Yeah.
MMA is now that's the big fight sport, the combat sport that everybody's watching. UFC, whatever, 5,000 or whatever it is now. But there's not as many. But I still love a good heavyweight fight. The for a while it was like the lighter weights were the more attractive, but there's nothing like a good heavyweight fight. You know what I mean? And you don't get that very often anymore.
No. What's
Tyson
that dude?
Fury.
No. What's that other guy's name?
Who?
Anthony.
Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
that
There
guy's-
is some good heavyweights in boxing. Like I think boxing right now is actually in a good spot.
Mhm.
It's got young talent everywhere. Like people want to fight the best fighter. It's getting better. It just took boxing too long to get like
It's been
this.
decades,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah, well, it was the big lull, like you said, because MMA took the forefront. Really,
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Now,
Yeah.
You see the new thing they're doing?
What?
The slapping competitions?
Oh,
I've
that's
seen
big.
that.
Power slap.
That's
Yeah,
been.
it's been going for a little while.
I know,
now.
yeah, it's been, but it's like still.
Like,
something
where
new.
does somebody watch this? Just on the internet? It's not on TV, is
I
it?
feel like
It
that's
is.
No, it's definitely on some
that should
sort
be
of
on the Ocho.
Right.
ESPN.
Yeah,
the
like that's
Ocho.
not like I can't believe that they have slapping on the TV.
Dana White's
crazy.
behind it.
Yeah,
Oh, I
Dana White.
thought-
Like anything that guy touches is gold. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
I thought initially he was against it.
I think he was against bare knuckle boxing.
That's
You
what
gotta
he
draw
was
the line.
against?
You gotta draw the line somewhere.
Yeah, because you can get. He's like you can get like.
Oh, I thought he
Seriously.
was like, dude, this slapping thing is just retarded. Sorry.
How you gonna say it
Anthony,
and then say
would you
sorry?
do power slap?
No, I don't. Want,
Right now with John. Right now.
no, we did
For the
Oh
show.
my
No.
God.
I'm
Oh
talking
my
about you.
God.
Just
We did competition.
I would never do
yesterday.
power slap. ever.
No
Like-
shot. I don't
no
care.
shot.
Like,
feel like
I
you
can't
can-
say
you can-
there's not a number because if you put the right number in front of me, I'm gonna do it. But no.
What would it take? Like, what's the right number? What are we
Yeah,
talking
'cause
about?
I feel like he was wanting to get tackled by somebody.
No, that he would have done for free.
Right. So would you rather get tackled by somebody professionally or just a quick slap in the face?
It's not a quick slap. Have you seen these things?
I have.
It's,
But it depends
it's called,
on who.
Anthony. It's called power slap.
It depends on
You
who
have
slaps.
to-
It's not gonna. It's not
They
called
chalk
quick,
their hands.
quick slap. Yeah, it's not called quick slap.
You
I
have
know.
to hold,
I guess it depends on also who's doing that.
and somebody's behind. There's a spotter behind you that's like,
You don't want any of the three of us in this room power slapping you, dude.
no.
You don't want anybody. We're not. We don't work out. We're not. I mean, Chris is just starting to work out again, but like,
But no.
I mean,
like,
you know,
plus we don't.
none
know
of
how
us
to
are
do
huge.
It.
Yeah,
We
none
could
of us are
hurt,
huge,
like, some-
and you don't want that because you would get fucking. Your world would be
you
rocked.
get slept.
Your world would be rocked. You could.
They could use the
You could.
palm too, like and you put a
get
little extra
slapped,
palm
dude.
in it.
If you told me I have to power slap you for to whatever to save the world, I'll probably put you to sleep.
Yeah, dude, you're taking
You know what I
it
mean?
quick.
I like how
put
you
you
went
right
to
to
save
sleep.
the world, though.
You know, like for some reason, you know what I mean? Like you gotta power slap this guy, or else I'm
It's a-
shooting these puppies. You know,
'Cause,
like
dude,
guess what?
They're swinging from. They're
Yeah,
going.
it's like a whole upper body thing. It's like swinging
They're
a baseball
swinging,
bat.
and they're following through.
Bang!
yeah,
You're
yeah.
going to sleep,
Oh.
dude.
yeah.
You're going to sleep. Your neck is screwed for weeks.
and you're gonna have a mark on your face.
Yeah, you do. You got
Not
a big
so much
paw print.
here.
Right.
Just right about
Yeah,
here.
big fat paw print on your face.
Yeah. You do not want to be power slapped.
No.
Not
Remember slap
Not
boxing?
Yeah, slap boxing was.
We did
popular.
that. We did that as
The kids do that,
slap
right?
boxing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
that was
kids do
fun.
that.
as
that was
hell.
never like on TV, was it?
No.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, what the fuck did I miss?
Yeah.
Muay Thai is a little bit like like with the Olympics or whatever. Muay Thai is like really interesting to watch.
Muay Thai?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Fucking,
What's the what's
Scoring?
special about what's
Oh.
special about Muay Thai? What's the
It's very technical.
okay.
It's very technical. It's almost. It sounds corny, but it's almost like it's like a choreographed dance. Like, it's weird, but it's cool as hell.
interesting. And that was an Olympic sport?
Mhm.
That was in the Olympics?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I missed that.
Fencing.
Fencing I know about, but I didn't know Muay Thai was I thought Muay Thai was just like one of the disciplines of MMA. You know what I mean? Like
Or
this
a
is
style of fighting.
right. That's kind of what I thought it was. I didn't realize it was its own. Well, I mean, I guess it makes it its own thing because it's a style of fighting, but I didn't realize that it was like in the Olympics and everybody's just out there just Muay Thaiing each other. I didn't know that.
Capoeira.
Oh
is
my
like
God!
legit.
I was just
It's
going to
like
say, if you could do
legit
anything,
dance
that's
fighting.
the fucking one I would want to do. That shit's sick.
That's legit dance fighting.
That's I saw a
Yeah.
movie about that. And
Only
that's
the
another thing
strong.
I couldn't really honestly believe
Only
that
the
was
strong.
Yeah,
real.
it's Brazilian music, right?
It's
Is it?
yeah.
Dance
I
Brazilian
don't really
dance
know
fight.
where it hails from, but I
It's
know
I
Brazil.
thought it was
Yeah.
Brazil.
It is
Yeah.
Brazil. It's like this little like thing that they play, like that little song. It's called "Only the Strong," I think it was.
Okay.
That movie
That's
with
sick.
that guy.
If you
That,
can't dance, you can't fight.
yeah. No, but like that brings me back. All right, yeah, that makes it seem when you look that up, it's more of them like doing the moves and like dancing.
Confirmed. Only the
Yeah.
strong.
Yeah, but what was I saying? The game you ever played Tekken?
yeah.
Eddie, that was my dude. He was just a doop, 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 spin.
Oh, that's right. He was the one that did the cartwheels.
Yeah, capoeira right there, man.
Oh, is that what it was? Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know Tekken well enough.
Oh, dude, Tekken 3 was like I think the first time Eddie
He was
came
in there,
out.
yeah, Tekken 3. Capoeira, my man.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a little guy who was dancing.
You guys.
Yeah, that was my guy too. I loved it.
Yeah.
I love that Shuddy's watching the show closely. He's commenting in the chat, but he can't get on the Zoom. It's like I'm too busy right now. I'm too busy watching the show and commenting.
They're doing their Crafter Chef Shuddy edition taping. I
What?
think right now.
What does that mean?
If you look up in the
I
top,
said he's watching Master Chef.
yeah, they do on Patreon. They do a review of Master Chef each week, and this
Gotcha.
week it was a 2-episode week, so it ends in 3 minutes.
Interesting.
So he's watching Master Chef, commenting on Master Chef, and also watching the Two Clouded Minds show and commenting on the Two Clouded Minds show. This guy is prolific.
He's a
bro.
real G.
He's
He's got a couple.
prolific.
He's got a couple screens.
Oh, they record
there's-
tomorrow. Okay,
This doesn't make any sense to me.
It's all right.
Much like everything, nothing makes sense.
it's the world we live in.
Yeah, buddy.
I mean,
Goodness.
does it really need to make sense?
It would be nice for
Yeah.
once in a while for things to make sense.
Random statement.
Go for it.
I think handball should be entered into the Olympics.
Oh,
It is in the
God.
Olympics.
No, but like not that handball. I think it's a different type of handball. They do something where they just like throw the ball and catch it or something, right?
Yeah.
No, handball, like where you serve it. It's like tennis. But
I
with
haven't
balls.
played handball in so long. I thought that was strictly like
New
a
York.
New York thing.
It is. It's a New York thing.
Yeah,
It
but
is.
like let that come. I mean, yeah, I'll be beat by like I would do in Jersey. I would score really well, but go to New York. There's some people that murder you out there.
I don't explain anything correctly, Shuddy boy.
I'll straighten this out in a few minutes. Thank you.
Jesus
Sounds
Christ.
good. Sounds great.
First of all, I know it's really not much of an excuse, but I've been up since 4 a.m. I was in the gym
Oh,
at
this guy.
5:30 this morning. Then I worked. I'm a little. My brain is done. It's.
I don't want to hear it. We drafted
checked
late
out.
last night. Then we did a podcast,
Dude.
and then we went to bed super late.
I cannot explain to you how tired I've been all day. It's insane.
Yeah.
Like after I leave here, I'm gonna sleep till noon tomorrow.
Oh, I wish I could
Oh,
do
yeah.
that. I wish.
Yeah.
Anthony, you got to be up at like 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I gotta work tomorrow. I took 2 days off. for the draft.
No way.
Yep.
Yeah,
cool.
I was like, when John flew up, I was like, I mean, I can't be. I mean, I gotta
It's
swing.
a yearly holiday for
That's
us.
awesome.
It's like
Yeah.
Christmas in not July, in
Okay.
August. It's a super exciting day.
Shalom.
Yeah. It's nice. It was 7 of us. We all got
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
I had a good time.
7 out of the 12 people in the league were able to
Yeah.
join, together. So
That's
it was
awesome.
good. Yeah.
Sweet.
It's a nice showing, and we had one on video chat. So technically, 8 was with us.
Nice. Nice. I was waiting for him to jump in the Zoom.
Oh, would you have a couple topics there?
I have something I found out that I think
Oh,
is
Zoom is
Oh,
ready. So here we
perfect.
go. Okay.
something that I found out is really interesting, but I know he's going to talk a lot of shit when he first jumps on. So I'm just going to take my lashings. He's 5'8".
Oh,
I'm
he's
6'5".
Oh, he's my height, basically. Wow.
You got what do you got, like a 4-inch reach?
Yeah, like you're pretty. Not like you
My
got a
arms
good reach.
are long. My
Yeah, you
arms
got
are
a good
long.
reach.
Yeah, I don't know what this. Do you guys measure before? Are you gonna measure at all?
So
Be like,
basically, like if you're like you have the advantage of if you want to keep space in it, you could just box him and just
Yeah, I have
him.
to keep that space.
yeah. Versus a smaller person, you want to get short and wail off because your defense is not going to be as.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
yeah, he's gonna come in swifty.
Hey, buddy.
What's up, guys?
How are you?
Hey, Shuddy, thanks for joining us.
Good. How are you? Thank you for
Good.
having me.
Yeah, dude, of course.
So let's start untangling this fucking web that Chris spun.
You act like I'm like
So-
a big conspiracy guy or something, like making all these lies up and stuff. I just,
He's just
so
utterly mistaken.
yeah.
so every week for our Patreon, we do a Master Chef recap show called Crafter Jeff. And so tonight is when Master Chef airs. So I was watching that so that way we can record tomorrow. That's what I was waiting for to come
Got
in.
it. Got it. You're doing your homework.
So I wanted to log in a few minutes early to make sure he wasn't talking shit about me before I got on.
Nope.
It's the only
Listen,
reason I was watching you while watching MasterChef,
And
and I ended up being the one that started the shit talking.
and
So
I'm a gentleman. I'm a complete gentleman.
Sweet setup, by the way.
Yeah,
Thank you
gotta
very
see that.
much.
That's
Yeah, do you
sick.
see the poop behind his head? We
Yeah,
got
I
we got our own poop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
over
hanging
there.
up
I recognized the poop. I knew
smell
that, but I
from
was
here.
Yeah,
I was
that's
thinking
from
all
them.
that other stuff.
she's
No,
hidden
no.
behind my head, but we also have
Pam.
Pam from Archer, because the dude who drew the all-seeing poo was part of the animation team on Archer.
That's so
So
awesome.
he also did a few of these prints of Pam with the Puminati tattoo.
That's sick.
Nice.
That's sick.
Nice.
I just recently ran through the whole series of Archer 1 through 13.
It's good stuff.
Real good stuff.
Yeah.
Real good stuff. So what's up, pussy?
Oh snap!
No, I am gonna fucking break you in half, you little bitch.
So
Love it.
Shuddy, how's the training coming along? How's your
You beat any
It's-
more
it's got-
13-year-olds up?
uh-oh.
That is, he's not wrong. He's
Wait,
not
what?
wrong.
Explain
one of-
yourself.
One of my
I'm crying.
main sparring partners is a 13-year-old who's really fucking good. He's got fast hands, but he's also a showboat, and I've busted his nose 3 times because he thinks that I'm just the old slow guy at the gym, and he stands there dancing around with his hands down.
Is this 13-year-old kid, are you guys matched up together because of your experience level or because of your size?
Yes,
Both.
experience level.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I probably have about, I'm 191 right now. Soaking wet, he's probably 115, 120.
Oh wow.
Dude, we're the same weight right now. I weighed myself.
We
when I got-
are.
yeah. That's
So I
crazy.
was to the diet conversation you guys were having. I was doing so well. I cut out sweets. I was eating so well, and I was already down at fight weight. So I was like, oh no, this isn't good. I'm gonna be way too light for our fight.
Yeah.
So I've stopped eating. I've just been eating whatever I've wanted for the last 2 weeks, and I've put all the weight back on. So
Careful.
I'm gonna have to.
Careful, don't get too comfortable.
I know.
Well, the thing is,
I'm gonna.
I have a question. Like, being that this is your first like real fight, Shuddy, how are you pacing yourself? Considering that, like, I mean, obviously it's very exciting and we're like we can't wait for it to be here, but it's December when you guys are fighting. So how do you like pace yourself out for something like that?
I think now that I mean, I don't know shit about training for a fight. I'm kind of picking it up as I go along, and I'm sure the same goes for you, Chris, that you're in the gym with people that are training for legit fights. So I'm kind of watching what they're doing.
So
And I think that once I hit the 3-month mark, so mid-September is when I'm gonna start living like a fucking monk and really grind it out. They finally talked me into. They've been trying for months to get me to wear a sauna suit, and I have been as resistant to that as I could possibly be.
yeah.
But I did cave, and now I'm wearing one of those sauna belts at the gym.
That's what I wear. I wear a waist trainer sauna thing.
And it's supposed to just get rid of your gut?
Yeah.
Makes you
dude,
sweat more in the area.
It's
Tone it.
disgusting. When I take it off, there's a pool around me. It's gross.
Yeah, today was day 2 with the sauna belt.
Dude, it
and
works.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm in the best shape of my life. Like, even though I technically haven't lost any weight, I've shred inches. It's visible. This is the first time since I've been a teenager that if I suck in my belly, it goes in and doesn't just kind of look like a flat person's stomach. It like
Nice.
goes in.
Gotcha.
So I mean,
Congratulations.
it's going well. It's just the running is the worst fucking part. I fucking hate
love the
running.
man. That's what made me, I feel like, more prepared for fighting. Like, if I could run 8 miles easy, I know
That's what they keep telling me, and I'm like, I just can't. Like, I hit the 1.5 mile mark, and I'm like, I don't want to do it. But I also haven't had them pushing me hard.
Yeah,
but like, that's something that's gonna change at the 3-month mark. I'm gonna be like, you guys need to fucking ride me.
Your biggest advice, if you really want to pick up fighting, like, you gotta get in shape. Like, you gotta get 8
That's
miles.
great advice, John. He never would have thought of that. He never would have thought of getting in shape. Holy shit.
Shuddy,
Shuddy, aren't you glad you signed on to this call so somebody could tell you to get in shape? Holy shit. God, thank goodness for that, because if he had gone into this fight without that piece of advice, he probably would have got his ass kicked.
This is John from Florida. John from Florida meets Shuddy Boy.
Yeah, this is one of our best friends, longtime friend.
John.
Yeah.
Good, nice to meet you, man.
And that's you just got the perfect introduction to John.
And this is the gentleman that will be wearing our sick logo tattoo after December 13th.
No. I'm the gentleman that's going to be wearing that sick championship belt for the rest of eternity.
Oh, snap.
We're not running it back?
So wait, you're saying, yeah, exactly, no rematch?
Yeah, we don't get a run back if.
Oh no, I'm retiring after I whoop you.
What?
Wow.
One and done? So wait,
No, I'm kidding. I'm fucking kidding.
Yeah, this has like Rocky Apollo vibes, man.
Because if by some miracle you happen to beat me, I'm not letting it be a one and done. I'm not, so I won't do that to you either.
I'm gonna make you wait. I'm gonna make you wait. And then the rematch, it's only fair. Rematch has to be on my home turf.
Yeah, good point. Well, you're getting ahead of yourself, though. You're getting ahead of yourself. Let's just focus on December. Focus on the job that needs to be done. I'm focusing on learning about boxing terminology and stuff like that, learning the jargon and everything else.
So full disclosure,
Yeah.
I haven't sparred yet. All I've been doing is like really high intense workouts. So like a lot of conditioning, a lot of bag work, stuff like that. So
the problem I'm having is that nobody in the people that are in the gym that are your height would literally, they're heavyweights, so they would fucking knock my head off of my shoulders.
yeah,
Even going half speed, that's where I'm gonna have trouble getting ready for this fight. It's not gonna be a problem for you punching down.
I got to keep you
The
away
almost-
from me. You get in close, I'm fucking doomed.
Yeah.
One of the dudes that is training me though is 6'3", so he's working on
Close enough.
teaching me how where the body shots need to be to make
Yeah.
you poop yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is my goal. Is
Oh, that's right.
to
That's
make
fine.
You shit,
'Cause
is to make you shit yourself. I don't want to knock you out. I just want you to shit your pants.
I don't want to knock you out either. But
Or
my
puke
goal
in the
is,
middle of the ring. Puking in the ring would also be fun.
My goal is one uppercut, and your mouth guard goes out.
Nice.
Now he knows.
You're gonna lose your mouth guard that day. Yeah, we're doing no headgear, right?
No, we are doing we have to do headgear.
Do we really?
We do, yes. We're sub-amateur.
Yeah.
This is unsanctioned. There's not going to be
I'll sign
this
a
is-
waiver.
I think you should do headgear, Chris.
All right.
Yeah, I think
It's
that's the reason.
it's
Because
safe.
here's the thing: we also need you to come back here and be able to podcast.
No, you're right.
afterwards.
You're right. But
You
I
know?
mean, you could agree. You could agree with me though. It's very cumbersome and not.
You got to build your neck up. Wear it while you train.
It's just.
Why is that funny?
So I was laughing to the build your neck up.
It's
Yeah,
not
build
that
your
it's.
neck up.
It's not that it's like too heavy. It's just like kind of bulky. Like, and I got a very like thin one.
Okay, so wear it while you train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Get that neck strength, and then you wouldn't even notice it.
Yo, get
Like,
your
it's
neck
like-
right.
It's
playing-
not sanctioned. I want somebody to check his gloves for
I get to,
Make
don't
sure.
I do that right?
Oh,
I
I've already told everybody that I'm putting batteries in them. Fucking D cells right in the
I
fucking.
knew it. I knew it.
I thought we were doing blood sport rules where you guys dip your
Oh,
gloves in
yeah.
honey and then you put like
Broken
whatever
glass.
jar you want to stick it in, like rocks or whatever. Yeah,
There's gonna be steel chairs and kendo sticks under the ring.
nice.
Also,
Dude, I hope. I'm really excited. It's going to be such a killer time.
Is there an undercard or any other fights going on that day?
Well, I wanted to talk to him about
so
that.
yes, Chris and I discussed it briefly. I mean, we're gonna have to see who's willing to fight and see who we can match up. But my gym is willing to supply some fighters, also to reach out to other local gyms in the area. Chris said that his gym was willing to bring some fighters. So it's going to be a whole thing, because
Ooh.
as Chris tried to so eloquently say, we are a nonprofit boxing club. We just formed this year. The goal of it is to be focused mainly on anti-gun violence in the Allentown community, because it is a trying to choose my words carefully. It's a more impoverished urban area, and the goal is for the gym to be an outlet for the kids instead of being on the streets and doing dumb shit, having a place to kind of have a family and to redirect their hostility and angst and things like that. So, the whole purpose of this fight is to be a fundraiser for the nonprofit. So we're talking about making it a whole thing, having people actually there, not just live streaming it, but live streaming it as an option for.
Yeah, I've had people
people
ask
that
me if
can't
they
make
can
it.
come watch, and I'm like, I think so.
Mhm.
Like, I think I don't, because I don't know how your gym is laid out. I don't know if it's like,
It's going to be limited capacity, unless I can find some place that's willing to donate a spot for us to use.
yeah.
But yes, the goal is to have people there as well.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
So
cool.
have to figure out what seating capacity is, because other than, you know, the basic outline of us picking Friday the 13th in December, it being 3 2-minute rounds, Chris and I being the main event, Dave
On the call.
commentating, we're gonna live, you guys are gonna help with the live streaming. That's really all we have set in stone right now.
Also, what I mentioned to you is I wanted to reach out to Knopf to see if maybe he wanted to take the trip and maybe
I think
in
he
the
did
interim
mention, like when we talked to him,
do a performance.
maybe.
Yeah, I mean, we can. I'm open to all ideas, because like the
kinda making
idea
a big
is
event thing.
to bring, you know, awareness and funding
Yeah,
to the boxing club.
I think
Because I think I said this the last time we were on. From the day I walked into that place, they were so welcoming and just immediately treated me like I was a member of the family. And I'm not in there frequently in the afternoons when all the kids are there, but they start with as young as 5. They start with kindergartners, and you see these big burly guys who've been fighting for decades, and they're working with these kids, and they have hearts of gold
It's
and
dope.
more patience than even me, as a person who has raised 2 humans, could ever have for somebody else's children. And it's a great environment, and I want to help them succeed.
awesome.
Yeah, it's dope.
Yeah, well, we'll obviously
And,
do.
and I'm so thankful that you guys are so supportive and willing to help. You know, all the shit talking and making fun of you guys aside, you know, I really appreciate everything that you guys have already done and are going to do
Of course, dude.
for this event.
Yeah, I was about to say we're very happy to be able to
Yeah.
help, and if there's anything more that we can do, of course, where you can find us.
Yeah, dude.
Um,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah, and you know, it's an honor to be a part of it for sure. I can't wait.
I'm very much looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm very much looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And it's something that's like unique, this is not something that I ever in a million years thought that I would be doing, like there's going to be a boxing match between people I know and I'm calling the fight. It's going to be great.
So there was very briefly a time where I had the idea that after watching Kevin fight in a couple of Velas Manias, that I wanted to do that. But I couldn't find a boxing gym around here to learn. And also Kevin told me that my fight idea would not be able to be done. So I lost all interest in it.
What was? Can you?
That
say
was
what it
back when I mean, I wanted to do a fight where before the start of the fight and in between the rounds, we shotgunned beers and we fought until somebody threw up.
Nice.
That's not bad. That's not a bad idea. And they said no to that?
Kevin's like, that'll never, we won't be able to do that. That's too
It is.
I don't remember
It is
the word.
very
He just-
messy. It is very messy, and
Yeah,
like bodily
that
fluids.
was- that
bodily
was
fluids is a
flaws.
problem. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a biohazard, but
Yeah.
that is very funny.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
So,
like
I
it.
mean, I never really had any interest in boxing. I didn't grow up watching boxing. I didn't have any interest in it. I was never aggressive. I mean, I can yell and I can give off the illusion that I'm an aggressive person, but I've been in one fight in my entire adult life. I was
With a
not aggressive
13-year-old.
enough to play football or to wrestle in middle school, even though I wanted to. So I never thought that I would be interested in boxing, and it's been a great outlet. And it was only intended to be something to do until I could snowboard in the winter. But it's become so much more.
It's addicting because it's so much fun.
It is.
It's so rewarding. I have such a good time. I love it.
And everybody at my gym is invested in this fight. Like I don't like they're always championing for me. They're asking me how my training's going, telling me how excited they are for it and how they can't wait. Like it's been like I said, they welcomed me in with open arms and everybody, even the kid, I call them kids because they're in their early 20s, but
Yeah.
like they're on the verge of going pro and they're taking time out of their training to give me tips and to make sure that I'll be right for this.
That's awesome. I can't wait
Um,
to I can't wait to meet everybody. It's awesome. Sounds like you got a really good
Yeah,
good group of people over there.
I do, and that's that's part of the reason that I'm so hell bent on helping any way I can. That's why I agreed to be on the executive board of the nonprofit, because I see what they're putting into this, and it's something that's needed because it, like I said, it basically the goal is it for it to be like almost like a Big Brothers type program where we're keeping kids from making bad decisions, mentoring them, keeping them on the right path, making sure that they're getting their schoolwork done properly and keeping their head on straight.
So I'm gonna feel really bad
Um,
when I beat the shit out of their secretary.
Oh snaps!
Yeah. Yeah. Shuddy, we have a good question in the chat. Is there going to be a way for people who are not attending to like donate during the fight?
Yes, absolutely. Like the way I envision it, and this is something that we'll have to talk about in, the three of us are going to have conversations between now and December on how to execute this the best way. But in my uneducated idea of how this would work, it'd be a nominal, maybe $10 donation to get the link to watch the fight. So anybody, wherever you are, could watch it. I don't know how we make that work practically. But I'm sure we can figure that out. But that would be that's the idea, or we'll have a GoFundMe type thing set up also for anybody who's busy that night and also wants to donate. We're very much in our infancy and getting everything organized in order to take donations and things like that. So that information will be coming. It's just
Cool.
All right, awesome.
we're not quite there yet.
That's
I-
fair. It's very complicated.
I'm putting
It's a lot of
it
moving
is.
parts.
It's a learning curve. It's a lot of, oh shit, you mean I can't just make decisions unilaterally like I do in my
right.
normal day job? I have to like consult with 8 other people and have us all vote before
it's
before
wild.
so it's been challenging navigating that. Because I do have a bit of a strong personality and can rub people the wrong way when I just bust in like a bull in a china shop and start exerting my will.
Well, I have no idea what that's
so
like. I have no idea what that's like.
Yeah.
so so it's the crazy thing is too, one of the other board members is born literally the day after me, same year, everything,
Oh,
the
that's
day after
wild.
me. So like we're real close, but we also are the two that butt heads because our personalities are so similar that it has caused a little bit of friction when I've kind of put my head down and just tried to go charging through things.
Well, that's
But
the learning
it,
experience.
like I,
too.
it is. It's learning, and I don't have the best communication skills all the time, so that's also made it a bit of a challenge. But we're making progress and moving in the right direction, and I'm fucking stoked.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
I'm eager to beat Chris's ass.
No shot, dude. You see that fucking belt? That fucking belt is coming right fucking here.
That belt is coming to Pennsylvania and then is not ever going
It
to
is
cross that border
never,
again.
ever going to Incestville, Pennsylvania.
Oh my goodness.
Because from the first time I take it, December 13th, to when we were both in wheelchairs, you will never beat me.
Wow.
Wow.
Chris, I mean, bulletin board material, as they say. That's you got to use that as your motivation. Because here's the cold facts, and you know this to be true.
Okay.
He's ahead of you by a large margin in the preparation for this fight. He's way ahead of you
on paper.
On paper, on nothing in real life. But tangibly, physically, he's ahead of you in preparation.
But I have the experience.
You have experience that's in your back pocket, but I'm talking about in preparation for this fight. He is ahead of you.
Yeah.
That's the facts.
Gotta catch up.
So so this has got to be your bulletin board material. You got to be ready to roll after this.
I think the experience that he has counters the little bit of advanced that
you do think it's equal
because I do, because I'm sure Chris's form on the 6 core punches is much better than mine.
Chris, what are the 6 core punches?
Your jab, your cross, your hook, your uppercut.
I love this.
That's your 4. That's 4.
That's 4 punches.
Well, but you've got that's 6 because you've got left hook, right hook, left uppercut, right uppercut.
Oh, I see.
So he said 4, but it's
actually 6.
That's 6 punches.
All right. Good job. Oops, sorry, wrong button.
Yeah. It was nuts. The other day I was working the bag and
that sounds
we're
nice.
like 3 rounds in and my shoulders are on fire, dude. On fire. But you just work through it and I feel fine now.
That was the hardest thing to get used to. And I started doing a bunch of shoulder exercises, and now that burnout doesn't happen until minute 4 to 6, and then by minute 6 I'm gassed, like I'm falling over.
So that's why you want to do 3 2-minute rounds.
It's 6 minutes. That is good math.
Yeah, that is, and also because we're amateurs.
Yes.
And it's unsanctioned.
I understand. I get it. I'm just saying, in training, the rounds are 3 minutes, and we do
correct.
Like
10. And honestly, when I've been the sparring I've done, it's been 6 minutes straight.
It sucks. And did you throw up? Have you thrown up yet?
I have not, thankfully, but I have a feeling that now that this sauna belt is involved, I've gotten close the last 2 days. I've been like, "Ooh, this is where I need to stop."
I've booted before, like, just get done sparring, you take the tiniest little sip of water, and you feel the whole thing just like, you're like, garbage can.
That's gross.
No thanks.
I got close yesterday.
I have puked from working out. John, have you ever puked from working out?
Yes,
yeah,
I have.
I believe it. I've done it, and it's
you feel so much better after. You feel so much
boxing
better.
is the worst. Like anything to do with cardio. Like I would say I also threw up playing soccer.
Oh wow! Just because of the running?
Yeah, like soccer's like straight up. You're running like almost 2 hours.
Yeah, you just keep running.
Nope.
No, thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you. But the 6 minutes that we're going to be beating the hell out of each other, that's going to feel like an eternity. We're going to be
I'm told,
tired. So tired.
I'm told that it's going to feel like a marathon, or not a marathon, a sprint.
Yeah, it goes quick, but the way you feel, you're just like, oh my God, dude.
I think you're just gonna be. You guys are just gonna be going hard for 2 straight minutes, and then sit down, and then get up and go and go and go. Like, I think you guys are just gonna be like putting it like balls to the wall the whole time.
Yeah,
like
exactly. And then we're gonna be dead afterwards.
Swinging at each other.
Yeah, it's
so
gonna be
hard.
like furious. It's at least at the beginning. It's just gonna be like furious.
First 12 seconds, 18 haymakers.
Right, everybody's just swinging as hard as you can. Like
I'm gonna knock you the F out.
I'm gonna Chuck Liddell at him across the ring.
Yeah, within the first 10 seconds, each guy will have thrown all 6 core
I'm
punches.
gonna hold him like this, and he's gonna.
Oh snap!
Oh my goodness.
That's my biggest fucking fear is you doing that and me not being able to break away from it because you are so much taller than me.
If I
That's
do
like-
that, it's only because a couple people have already said, "Dude, you have to do that just for a second as a joke." That's the only reason I would do that. But honestly, in the moment, that's not what I'm thinking about, dude.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
it's
about.
the 6 core
I'm thinking
punches.
about. There's another man coming across the ring to kill me right now.
Yeah, because you can't goof around.
I'm not
in-
thinking
no,
about playing.
We're
jokes,
having fun
no.
now, but you
It's a-
can't be
you know,
goofing around in that moment, or else you're gonna get hurt.
Yeah, of
you'll-
course,
like,
like-
Shuddy will hurt
Dude,
you.
I love you
I
to death.
give him permission to goof around. He can goof around as much as he wants.
Dude, I
I'll
love you
bet.
to death, and no matter what, I'm still gonna love you to death. I'm gonna hug
I
you
just
before
fucking
the
told
fight,
you that
and I'm gonna
I
hug you after
bloodied
the
a
fight.
13-year-old that was goofing around. So goof around all you want.
But those
Yeah.
those
goof
6
around.
minutes, that's business, dude. It's just business.
That's great.
Yeah, you're fucking. Yeah,
Just business.
you're Russia, and I'm Rocky Balboa. That's all that matters.
That's fine.
Oh snaps!
That's fine.
Adrian,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
did it. Well,
Yeah.
didn't the Russian win the first time though?
Yeah. The
beat
Russian
beat
did.
the shit out of him.
Russian killed Creed.
Killed Creed and then beat the shit out of Rocky. So you know.
Yeah, but then
Yeah, but this is gonna. We're
to-
skipping those 2 steps.
Oh, okay.
we're going
right to the
end
third fight.
yeah, yeah. We're at
All
the
right.
end of the
Yeah.
movie. We
Yeah.
start at the end.
Yo, the Creeds are pretty good too.
Was it?
Yeah, the
I haven't
Creeds are
seen
really
any
good.
of the
Creed movies were
Creeds.
fun. Yeah, they were decent enough.
Okay.
You know, it was because it was like, you know, good action.
Did
the
it play
story-
out like Rocky?
It's similarly. I mean,
Okay.
you know, he had obviously, of course, he has to lose before he can then win it back
Yeah.
again. You know, he's gotta lose it so he can find it, and realize what he had,
In the
and all
second-
this other stuff.
In the second movie, he fights Drago's kid.
Oh,
That's right.
Come on.
Yeah,
Shut up.
it was like training in secret, right?
I'll break
Yeah.
you.
I would break.
I
you.
must break you. That's right. Yeah, dude. Love you to death. But for those 6 minutes,
I've
you're my
only seen
enemy.
the second one once, and I watched a pirated copy that had no subtitles on any of the Russian that was spoken. So I have no idea what the Dragos said to each other at all during that.
You didn't get the full experience.
Like,
You didn't miss much.
I'm sure some of this dialogue is probably important,
Yeah.
but this is,
It is what it is.
what can I do? What can I fucking do?
We're only
Like,
really here for the end fight anyway, right? I mean, come on.
yeah.
Yeah, start throwing punches.
So, guys, real quick, while I have everybody here,
Go ahead.
did you know that? And now, Shuddy, if you didn't hear about this, you're more than welcome to use this for Shuddy Boys fucking news. There is a website where you can order sunlight at nighttime.
What?
Stop.
It's called Reflect Orbital. And there's satellite with mirrors that you can order 4 minutes of sunlight that'll do, I swear to you, it'll do 5 kilometers of sunlight in the middle of the night. You can order sunlight.
4 minutes.
He's looking it up
yeah,
right
I can
now.
see that. Yeah. He'll
He's looking it up.
verify. My computer's doing a lot of different stuff right now, so
Yeah.
Shuddy can verify.
Applications close this October, so you're applying for sunshine.
Oh my god, that's great.
Applying for sunshine.
Dude, you want to piss your
Yeah,
neighbors
you
off?
have to
So-
mean,
apply.
To
Hold
be
on.
fair, but to be fair, there is a market for that, like Alaska. Like
Oh my god.
Where it's dark for a really long time of year.
Yes,
that I
correct.
could.
I can see it, but when he said you can buy 4
Yo, I swear
4
you.
minutes of 5 kilometer diameter. Like, this is like half a step away from being like a sun reflecting death ray.
Yeah. This is some real Dr. Evil shit.
Yeah, this is
My
like
laser.
we are now on the verge of being able to kill each other. Like
well, no,
kids
let me
burn
tell you this
ants.
right now. If this is possible, that's definitely possible.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
sure. Oh, you see that guy
Yeah.
walking in the street? You see that burned?
Right. Just completely just gone.
Right, just
How
All you
crazy
hear
is
is
that?
people
Got
took
him.
a whole fucking 5 kilometer diameter circle in the middle of L.A.
Are
Just
there?
burned.
You ever think about putting your cigarette out on Earth here?
Yeah, right. Shuddy, are there prices? Because if it's like,
No, you're applying for it. I don't know.
oh my god, I want to prank somebody so bad at like midnight.
That would be so- this guy orders sunlight to be bounced around the earth on satellites, and it's to prank someone in the night.
Prank the neighborhood.
Oh my God, I'm getting up for work. I'm
Yeah,
late.
yeah.
I'm late.
Wait a minute, the sun would not wait.
Oh no.
4 minutes.
So
of
part
sun.
of their marketing is showing it over like solar energy panels, like in the field.
Yeah,
like a
that's-
whole.
to pretty much have them working 24/7. The solar panels.
4 minutes.
What are you doing?
What are we
Like,
talking
guys,
about? Maybe because you're applying for it, it's some sort of trial, this, that, the other thing, just to test it out, and then they'll go to the situation where they show it for.
Well, maybe it's 4 minutes because it's the size of the
you could buy
diameter.
then
Then you
ultimately
could buy
buy
half
hours
the size for-
hours of
Yeah.
it, or whatever.
Or they could like convert it into like whatever, like the solar panels are like
Yeah.
kilowatt
Okay.
hours or
Okay.
something.
The idea of this is for it to hit solar panels.
Okay.
That's how they're marketing it. It's not just to
Shit.
fucking.
Wait, I'll be like, yo, I
do
got
like
solar
the
panels
world
on my
better
house.
where it was just you could shine it for 4 minutes on your house just for the fun of it.
Yeah, like, yo, it's midnight. I want to go get a tan in the backyard for 4 minutes.
Well, they sell air in a can. Right? You can buy air in a can now.
You can
Yeah.
flavored too.
Ain't that some shit?
But yeah, that would be sick. You open up the Reflect Orbital app, go in your backyard, get the Chase Lounge.
Oh, 4 minute tan.
Yeah,
Well,
here
here's
we
the
go.
thing. If it's for solar panels, how do you qualify as because maybe if you have some property, you get some solar panels and then you can
You
qualify.
probably have to have like X amount of square footage.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Or X amount of panels.
that's my dream.
That
My
would be
dream is to
sick.
have enough solar
yeah,
panels
you
so that I
probably
can buy the
have
sun.
to. Your solar field probably has to make up for most of that 5 kilometer diameter. I would imagine.
5
That's
kilometers,
huge.
no problem. No problem.
Wait, how big is 5 kilometers in like real numbers?
It's like a little bit more than 5 or a little bit less than 5 miles.
That's big. That's way bigger than Belmar.
What?
Belmar's
None of
only,
that is
like-
true. That is also not true. 5 kilometers is a little over 2 miles.
Oh, okay.
So
So
2
that's
miles.
As in,
about the size of
a
Belmar.
5K. A 5K.
Belmar?
Oh, it's 3.1 miles in that case.
Wait, Belmar's 3.1 miles.
Yeah.
No, Belmar is
Sorry.
only
3.1
like
miles.
1.8 square miles.
Really?
Belmar's
So,
3.1.
so it's a 3.1 mile diameter.
That's the dream. That's what I want to do.
So
No, I'm good.
you want to do a 5K?
No. I want to have a solar field that's 5 kilometers in diameter, so I could just buy the sun.
I want to see. Now I'm curious.
I live in the sun.
Yeah. Smooth flow.
Sounds like fuck the sun. I don't need any more of that shit.
For real.
Where
There was I remember there was a thing where you used to be able to buy specific animal
Belmar.
poop and send it to somebody.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Ain't that some shit? Literally.
Anthony, that sounds like something you would do.
You
So-
can send, yeah, John. I'll send gorilla shit to your
the
front door.
borough, the borough of Belmar
Okay.
is 1 square mile of landmass with an additional 0.07 square miles of waterways, bringing the total to 1.7 square miles.
Great.
That is the town that we live in.
No shit. That's tiny.
Very small. Yeah, so we can get
Very
four,
tiny.
4
So
minutes.
that's not even 3.1 miles across.
Yeah, so we can
Yeah.
get 4 minutes of sun, no problem.
Yo,
We'd have
shining
the
on
best
Belmar.
sun. We'd
Yeah.
have the best sun.
Yeah.
We're so
Sun as far as we could see.
Like, yo, guys, tonight at 1 a.m., 4 minutes of sun.
For real.
4-minute sun party at 1 a.m. Dude, rager. That would put so many people in a panic.
Well, people.
It
What
really would.
It would cause mass hysteria.
You should go to a church and be like,
It's Jesus. It's
and
the
be
Lord.
like,
It's the rapture.
right? Say something about how you've been sent to there for with a message, and then the sun comes out.
And then I'm like, I have an invisible harness that they can't see. You guys are in the background. Pull me up, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, man.
Oh
You
my
wouldn't even need
gosh.
that. If the sun came out, you
Dude,
wouldn't even need that.
They would shit.
Yeah.
I like where your head's at, man.
Now we're talking. Get a lot of-
If that was like a thing and like an attainable thing, I would want to pull that prank. No doubt.
yeah, I think a lot of people would.
Yeah, dude. I would want to be on the forefront of that prank. Yeah.
I've always said you were visionary.
Listen. Nothing worse than an attention whore. An aging attention whore. So yeah.
What else you
Reflect Orbital. Shout out.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
Yep. Go fill out your Sunshine application. You have until October 23rd.
I'm going to fill one out. You should fill one out too.
Maybe you'll get a free 4 minutes.
Yeah, dude. What if we get our first 4 minutes is free?
I don't
Dude.
think.
So
I'm shining that
the
light, baby
application
boy.
wants name, phone number, email, why you want a spot of sunshine, and then it says upload any files that will aid our evaluation of your application.
Oh, so it is pretty open ended.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, very open ended.
I just want light.
Listen, the truth shall set
You
you,
could just-
free.
Yeah, your
I
response
want-
would be trying to prank a church.
I want 4 minutes. I want 4 minutes of
Just be
daylight.
honest. What's
Yeah, I want 4 minutes of daylight at
So
1
that I could get
a.m..
people to believe that I'm the Messiah for at
That's
least
it.
a little while.
That's it.
Yeah.
I want to go viral on YouTube.
Also,
Can
do
I
you guys
please
have
get
any-
4 minutes of sunlight?
Any sort of hanging thing so I could like levitate from the sky.
That's it. Yeah. Like if you like, can you give me a spacesuit with a magnet or something? You could just
Smoke bomb
just
to
hover me.
disappear.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
Poof,
Just hover
and
me
be
like
gone.
6 inches off the ground for a couple seconds. I'll roll my own eyes back.
Freeze frame that face.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's what you want.
What a time to be alive, though, right? I mean, dude,
You could buy light.
legal recreational marijuana, and you could buy sunlight.
Yeah. Next thing you know, you'll be able to buy water.
Wait, what?
No, you can already do that. You can already do
It's
that.
like,
It was a
wait.
joke. It was a joke.
Yeah.
What can't you buy? You know what I mean?
Dude, you can.
At this point.
Yeah, you could literally buy.
Yep.
No, you can't.
What can't you buy?
Can't buy
Chris?
children. Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can.
Whoa.
Take it easy. I knew
What?
you could. I knew somebody could. I knew
What
it.
do you?
I knew it. But listen,
What?
Adopting is technically buying one.
is it though?
You do know that.
Yeah, you're
You
paying
have to
for it.
pay.
Yeah.
There's lots of costs involved.
Yeah.
and you can actually just pay the woman who has the baby directly.
Yeah.
That-
Chris, I want to let you
Surrogate
know, I live in
situations,
the
you know.
#1 state of human trafficking in the country.
Oh.
The state of
Come
Florida
on.
is
Alright.
the #1 state in the country.
Hey, John, you should keep living there.
Well, I mean,
I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like, it's a big port. So, like, from Tampa to Miami to Port Canaveral, like, there's a lot of different areas for you to import people. And, like, unfortunately, human trafficking is the biggest in Florida.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
John,
it's so
would you
crazy.
say you do?
They
again?
say, like, 1 out of, like I guess, like, like 1 out of 1,000, whatever, has, like, is full of people. Yeah, like-
Container, you
yeah,
mean? They say-
container. Like, yeah, they say like.
Come on.
That's how bad human trafficking is an issue in Florida.
Mm.
one
very
out of
sad.
every 1,000 containers. Think of how many containers come through those ports
those big metal
a
ones,
day.
There's
they're
a
just
lot.
filled with people.
Well,
Yeah, that like human traffic is a huge thing in Florida.
What are they doing? Just coming into the country,
Yeah, just coming in the country.
like sneaking in?
Yeah, pretty much.
Got to
Got
get
it.
Daddy Trump back in. I'm sorry, it was a joke.
Whoa.
Joke. It was a joke. It was a joke.
That's
Shuddy,
that's
what were you
yo.
gonna say?
Yo, I mean, I guess you go through anything.
I was gonna
but-
say, well, on that high note of discussing human trafficking, I do have to dip out. Like, it's poor timing for me to say that, but it is not because of the conversation. I'm fucking exhausted.
No, right
thank
on.
you guys so much
Thank
for
you.
having me on, and again, thank you again for all your help with the fight. Alex Wilson. Oh, Chris.
Yes.
I'm gonna need pictures of you in various boxing poses, including the one from that poster I sent you.
Okay.
So Alex can start designing the fight poster for us.
You got it, dude.
Please make sure you're clothed.
I
I
will.
don't need nudes.
It would be, you know, it's funny. It would be really funny to slip just a full naked one in there. It would be really funny. Come on, I mean, it's me. It's
and
me.
like a full frontal standing forward.
Yeah, just
Whatever you said to me, I'm forwarding to Alex. So I'll be like,
He'll wear
Chris really thought it was important that you have a full frontal nudity picture.
he'll wear
I don't
one
know why,
he'll wear one
but
boxing glove.
He wanted to make sure that
I'll just wear
you
my
had
hand wraps.
every angle possible.
Oh, bro, not hand wraps. Put a boxing glove.
Just wear the hand wraps. Holy shit, dude, Shuddy, thank you so much. I will get you those pictures this week.
Don't cry.
Guys,
Yes, thank you.
follow him, the Mad Scientist Party Hour podcast. You know what, dude? Plug it. Go for it.
Mad Scientist Party Hour, youtube.com/Mad Scientist. Hold on. I'm never prepared for this when you asked me to do this. I'm the least professional of the three of us on the show.
Dude,
It is youtube.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour, patreon.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour as well, at MSPH Podcast on the gram. I'm at Shuddy Boy. We have so much content out there. We do an hour and a half to 2 hours every week, and then we do at least a 30-minute Patreon show every week, and we have, as I said, Crafter Jeff that we do now. When Crafter Jeff isn't on, we do Queef or No Queef, which is a Deal or No Deal watch-along show where we make crude jokes at just about everybody's expense on the screen. I do a weekly hip hop write up thing. We just have so much content. We're grinding always, and
And it's all
really
different.
happy
It's all really
that-
fun. It's like super.
yeah, I mean we are three very different personalities. So there's a lot of conflict even just amongst us on almost an every episode basis. One of us is angry at the other one. I think Kevin got angry at me for doing something this week, needling him about something this week. The Scooter Guerra pictures. That's what it was. He got really angry at me for keep trying to show him one. But we've been friends Kevin and I have been friends now longer than we didn't know each other in our lives. So
Nice.
there's a whole dynamic there. It's a lot of fun. I can't imagine not doing it. And yeah, if you guys want to listen, that would be rad.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
heard it
good.
here first, folks.
So-
Shuddy, thank you so much again. We'll talk soon, dude.
Yeah, we will, because we have to really just iron out the details of your ass whooping December 13th.
You got it. Make sure you wear the big dildo when you fuck me. The
Oh, baby.
big one.
my God.
Oh, dude,
And
it
red
is
lipstick.
going to be like it's gonna be like as large as the bong on stage with Cypress Hill at a show. So
Sick.
just be prepared.
Hawk to it.
Be
Spit
prepared,
on
buddy.
that thing. Beast, dude. Thank
all
you
right,
so
guys.
much.
Have a good one, fellas.
Later.
Later, Shuddy. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you, guys.
Can't believe you said Hawk Tua.
Of course I said Hawk Tua. I'm a child. I'm a child. So yeah, that's the gentleman I'm gonna be fighting. in December.
Yeah, he's a blast. He's a great guy.
He's awesome.
I wonder. Like I was thinking about it after I said it. Like I said that you guys are just going to be wailing away on each other. And I think it will get to that at some point. But I think maybe at the beginning it might be a little bit. You might
Technical.
It might
technical.
be not even technical. Just like I got to hit this guy. Like this guy's my friend. I'm about to hit. Like Anthony, if you and I had a box, or if you and John had a box, or
would it feel
if
good?
any of us. Like
John, I would
throwing,
beat the. No,
throwing the first punch to land. You know what I mean? Like to really land. You know, be like, I am intending to really land a punch here.
No,
it would be weird.
Yeah, it would be weird.
It'd be weird.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, no, John, you know what?
So-
It'll be fine.
No,
Honestly.
Anthony, he would love it.
John, I'd be like, I can't
There's
wait.
that.
No.
There's that aspect, and then the other aspect of this, you know. So this will be, in a sense, you know, this is his first fight, but this will, in a sense, be my first, where it's just I don't have to fight
Multiple people.
5 comedians.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's not a pinata fight.
This is your
Yeah.
first real, legitimate,
One-on-one.
true boxing match.
I only have to focus on this
Yeah.
particular person, and that's it.
Yeah.
Everybody has a plan till you get punched in the face.
I have a T-shirt that says that.
Do you really?
Yeah,
That's sick.
it's cool.
Well, hey,
Tyson.
your
Mike Tyson, by the way. That's
That-
Mike Tyson who said that.
your reflexes should be on, right? You know, if you're normally looking out for. Like
Yeah, I'm normally
5
looking
to-
out for like.
Well, there's a movie. I was trying to think of it while you guys were talking. There's a guy he's a great fighter. He's a great warrior or whatever. But he's not used. He has trouble when he only has to fight one person. He's used to fighting so many people that it's the Princess Bride with Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
And Andre the Giant's like, I'm not used to just fighting one person. So, you know, you are much bigger than he is. So, I mean, obviously you're not Andre the Giant size, but, you
But
know,
Andre the
relatable a
Giant.
little.
yeah.
Andre, you know how that ended.
He lost.
He did.
Yeah. So, you know, we have to just you have to your preparation, the way that you're looking at this, you have to step up to such a level right now
Mm-hmm.
and maintain that level for a couple of months. That is
I'm looking you right in the face right now.
It's in another place.
I am so ready and prepared to do the work.
Yeah, you got to get to a different place and,
Yeah,
and
dude.
stay there.
Listen, that belt could literally
It's
never
gonna
come
be
back.
You guys are all gonna see a different me. Like,
Yeah,
it's
you
gonna
ha-
be wild.
you
I want
have
to see the
to-
guy that I think is.
you have to
supposed
do
be.
this. You have to go to that other place. Otherwise, you're gonna lose the fight.
Yeah,
It's gonna be, you know, funny. People are gonna laugh.
of course.
No. I'm saying in a bad way, and you're gonna walk away without the belt.
Oh.
You gotta, you know, you gotta step it up at this point.
Yeah.
You know,
You
have
gotta
to
get crazy.
Get to that other level.
You got to get like.
He's got some time.
No, I don't think he needs to get crazy because that implies that he's, you know, out of control.
No,
or that
no,
he's-
crazy.
the thing
Like
is,
I
into
know-
it, crazy
and,
into it.
And we're also in August right now, end of August. So
Yeah.
we're just going into September.
It goes
September,
fast.
October, November. That's still 3
goes
months before the fight.
But I already know the feeling.
Got to stay
of
under control.
What it feels like to walk into a ring, especially, and there was 2,000 people right ringside watching the whole thing. Like, so like I've been in front of a giant crowd.
That's a thing too.
So
Yeah,
like
I'm interested.
I've shaken it off. So those I'm good with that.
Right. I think
Like-
sparring, if it was just the two of you in an empty place, is different than sparring in a room full of people.
They're not
I-
sparring. They're fighting.
Well, you know what I mean. Fighting. Excuse me. the sparring, you know, call it sparring. Right.
Either way, like I would prefer a big crowd. I think that would be really cool. Adds to it all.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what the capacity situation is in the place and all this other stuff. So that's interesting to find that out as it all goes along. But
Yeah, and I'm going to
either
talk
way-
to Brian tomorrow and see about him maybe getting some of his fighters, his champions.
interesting.
Are you thinking here, real quick,
Go ahead.
for this fight? Do you think it's all 3 rounds you go through, or do you think somebody can go down?
I don't want it to go to points. I don't want it to
Like,
be a
because you're wearing
decision.
headgear, so it's going to be kind of harder. You know what I mean?
It would be much more difficult to knock somebody out.
Right,
but
right,
it's
right.
not impossible. Not impossible.
No.
No, it's not.
So
It's
you know.
not
It's
impossible.
All right. So that's a little bit with
let
headgear.
me, let me,
Do you think somebody gets knocked down?
Down?
Down.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I would say it's more likely to go to distance
Mm-hmm.
in 3 rounds.
I mean, that's like, that's the safe bet, right? Like every fight you bet, whatever it is, you're betting either a round or you're betting the field or whatever it is.
Right,
And the
yeah.
field, you always take the field, blah, blah, blah. So, of course, you bet that it's going to go the distance. But I do think there's going to be a knockdown. And, John, my question is, have you ever boxed with headgear on?
Yes.
What's the best way to knock somebody out who's wearing who's wearing headgear?
Body shot.
Body shot. Interesting.
Go
Now-
for that sweet liver.
You got a big body there, buddy.
Well, no. First of all, yes, you have a big body, so you have to, be concerned about that. Obviously, play defense, but you're also punching down on a much smaller person. So, is a body shot harder for you to hit?
Oh
on
yeah,
him.
yeah.
So that's going to be a problem for
It's
you.
easier for him if he gets in on me.
obviously.
It's all
Yeah, he rapid punches.
free range.
It's all body.
Yeah.
You're just all body. there.
Me, like if I want to punch him in the stomach, the distance I have to travel
Yeah.
To get
I have to basically not that I'm saying, dude, he's a super short, blah, he's a midget. I have to get down so low because my legs are long.
Yeah.
I have to get down to throw that punch.
Yeah.
And I feel like in my head, and I know it for a fact, when I'm down there, you're not getting my full power.
Yeah, but you can also
So
like,
noted, haymakers to the face.
So like
all 6
also
minutes.
you're bigger than him, so you can also like lean on him. Like when in boxing when you tie up,
Yeah.
like you're the bigger person, so you can easily tire him out by just holding him.
But he's
Like-
not going to, but also remember, it's 3 2-minute rounds, so he can't tire him out just by leaning on him. That's not
Yeah,
going to
it's
work
not-
in
it's
a
not
short,
15
it's a
rounds.
short fight. Yeah, it's a short fight.
You'd
So
be
I don't know if that's going to,
You'd be surprised though, like the adrenaline spike you first get, and then like it's because you're using everything. You're exhausted fast.
so you're thinking maybe up front. You
There might be
lean
some-
on him a little bit up front, like right up front. Let him punch himself out a little bit, but you're also opening yourself up to some body shots.
Yeah, no,
in
I think
that
I think the
situation.
first round he takes it. He tries to just keep it distance, throw jabs,
You
and
guys know he's still watching this, right?
He probably is, but like, we're not
he's not gonna not think that.
right.
No, I
like,
know.
This
I'm
is,
kidding. I'm
we're
kidding.
not.
I'm
Yeah, we're
kidding.
not really. I don't think we're saying any secrets.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
not
not
spilling
really.
the
and we're
beans
not like
here.
for real
Right.
talking fight
And
strategies.
because I'm asking honest questions
Yeah.
because I want to know, these things. I've never worn headgear before,
Mm.
and I've seen it, seen people fight with it. It seems to me that you could still get at somebody's jaw with headgear. No,
It depends on the headgear. There's like big headgear that covers like a lot. Like it even like comes up and covers your cheekbones.
right? What about your chin? Isn't it always open at the bottom?
You got to get a square shot. Am I
Straight shot,
wrong?
straight
You gotta
shot,
get
or an
yeah,
uppercut
it's
shot.
not like you're hitting more in the head to like disrupt, to like more of like the shaking.
Disorientation, like
Yeah.
So yeah,
knock
doesn't
him
it,
off
doesn't
his
it cover
balance.
doesn't it cover like the jawline?
Yeah, like mine, it covers my ears, and then like it's
around the
Yeah.
head,
really
and
it.
then
I got,
but
the,
it doesn't
the
cover your,
smallest,
like-
the
It doesn't cover
thinnest.
this. Like,
doesn't
you
cover
can-
your
you can-
jowls. No,
Mine, yeah, it's basically like I have my cans on.
So your
Pretty
jaw,
much.
your
Get the
jaw,
hell
your
outta here. So
jawline's
your
wide
whole
open.
jaw is open.
Oh yeah,
That's not
Yeah.
good.
You got to match. You got to make sure you're wearing the same headgear.
He's gonna have full headgear on. Shuddy is like real headgear.
Well, I mean, it's my.
Did you get your headgear on Amazon?
No, I got it from Ringside, the website, Title Boxing. I'm
you
sorry.
guys should figure
And
out
it's a
what
ringside
headgear you're
headgear.
both wearing so it's similar. Because if you got a jaw open and he's got a jaw closed, buddy,
Yeah, that's a bad disadvantage. We can't have that.
Hang on.
We
hang
can't
on,
have
hang
that.
on.
You might need to get new headgear, pal.
No.
Well,
Go fund me,
if he-
Chris's headgear.
if he has jaw open, then we're good. Then it'd be interesting.
Who has jaw open? I didn't even know that was a thing.
I think it was just to cover the side of it. I don't know.
Did you ever hear a jaw open, John?
Isn't that more
Jaw open headgear?
it's like more wrestling.
Doesn't
though.
it go down around your face like this?
Yeah.
I thought only the chin was out.
Yeah, the chin is out.
That's what I got.
I thought maybe it's
Yeah,
like
the
that's he's
chin's
probably got
out.
like a
Yeah, the
wrestling
chin's out.
headgear.
Yeah, my
The
chin's
chin's
out.
out.
The chin's out. Let me see.
I don't have the.
Let me see. if
I don't
there's
have the
something.
jaw that protects my cheekbones because
Yeah, but
that's
the
too
chin,
much.
But your chin's open. You have to hit
Yeah.
it like
Is
real
gotta
his,
be-
clean.
or is
it's
John,
a straight punch.
His size of his face open like this? I can't see it. No, you can't see it. It's not that kind of.
It's like this little portion is. It's like a strap.
Yeah, it's a chin strap. It's a strap.
Yeah, your fucking chin is out, dude.
But dude, I've
You played
used it a
and
bunch
you
of-
got
that's the
you got
one
your
I've
bell
used.
rung. You got hit so hard you
But
were
I got-
asleep on your feet.
I got hit by Eddie Jackson.
It doesn't matter. He
from
got he,
behind.
where did he hit
Eddie
you though?
Jackson, he fucking
Where
came.
did, yeah, well, that'd be from
and
behind
he
is fucked
gave
up.
me a hook.
But he hit
gave
you
me
right
a
here.
hook right here.
Yeah, where there's no pads.
Right on my mouth.
Right on
Dude,
your
I was
chin.
like-
That's what I'm
I
saying.
saw the Tweety Birds. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And
This
then
is
the
a
year
problem.
before that, fighting, well, not fighting, but getting beat up by Alan Joban was an honor. It was an honor, dude.
I think
It
you
was
should ask
so
Shitty,
cool.
Shitty Boy. Send me
So
a
you
picture
got-
of your headgear.
Okay. Yeah, like
So I
We-
mean, I know what it feels like to get punched by like real fighters, dude. I
Yeah,
I know
they-
what it feels like.
yeah.
So good. Do you
so,
want to
like,
feel it more or
I,
less?
I don't like getting punched.
Did you hear what he said? Did you hear what he said though? Because that's actually
A diss. Yeah, I
a diss on
understand.
Shuddy for sure.
What?
I know what it feels like to get hit by real fighters.
No,
is what
but
he said.
I don't mean.
I know
dude,
what I know what it
don't
feels like to
mean
get hit by a real fighter. Like Shuddy's not a real fighter.
No, like
I got hit by real fighters. That's what he said.
I
That's what
mean,
you said.
I meant like professional.
Fighters, like
like,
real
pro-
fighters. Like, you know what it feels like. No, I understand what you mean. I understand what you mean. You mean that you have got hit before by guys who know how to hit. You know what I mean? Like some guys who are real fighters.
Shuddy, he's calling you a pussy, not me.
Wait, what? I'm saying what you said.
He's translating.
I'm saying what you said.
He's twisting my words.
No,
around,
I'm
man.
not. That's what you said.
That's not what I said, man. Dude, man.
You got to get new headgear
He's gonna hate me. Why do I
gotta-
get new headgear? You know what?
because I'm
Dude,
worried
right
about your
now-
chin.
You're right now, dude.
I'm worried about your chin, bro.
I feel like I'm in a weird alternate universe where you right now you're like acting like Andrew Santino
I don't know who that is.
when he's talking to Bobby Lee. He's like,
See,
you know what I'm talking
I'm way off this. I don't know
Dude.
what this is.
The redhead actor.
I know he's a comedian.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Comedian.
And
Or
Yeah.
dude,
I only know him because he was on a podcast I listened to. He was a guest on a podcast I listened to, but I don't know his body of work.
but that's the whole thing. Like, you got to get new headgear. I'm worried about your chin.
Fair
It's like,
enough.
that's the same. Like, that's
Well,
exactly something.
I come
you
by it
would
honestly.
say.
I come by it honestly because I'm being serious right now. The headgear he showed me on his phone, it stops like you said. It's like basically a hat. It looks like a winter hat, like
It-
with
it
the flap
protects-
ears.
It protects the proper parts.
But no, your whole chin is going to be out.
I promise you right now.
Uh-huh.
He could have 12 minutes. He's not touching my face. Shuddy, you're not touching my face.
Dude.
You're not touching my face.
Can you get the right headgear?
Wow.
John. Wow.
6 minutes. He's touching your face.
He's not touching my face.
It would be just as awkward a punch for him to hit your face as it would you to hit his body, right?
Yeah.
More or less.
Kinda.
John, how tall are you?
I'm 5'8".
And Chris, so
Yeah,
you're
stand up.
yes, exactly. Thank you. This is going to be a little bit off camera
Get your
here,
can.
but
Watch
I'll
your cans.
do my best to describe it. John,
I
you
got
go
it.
to Chris. Chris, don't move as best you can. Stay where you are. John, go to Chris.
John, go.
Go to Chris. Walk to.
I have to get
Oh,
down.
jeez.
Hit in the midsection.
Yeah.
Like that's far, dude.
Well, if
It's a lot
you got to
of
come with
John,
the right.
John, show me. John, stand up.
John, stand. John, stand. Listen to Dave.
Show me a jab to Chris's face.
Okay.
That's up. That's pretty considerably up. Like you're
What's your reach? I'm touching you here.
Chris's
Wait.
reach.
Stand back to back, and then just put an arm out so you could see an arm, like an arm length.
Like an arm length?
I want to.
Your arms are. Yeah, you have long arms.
Oh my God. Yeah. You got like it's like
It's like 6 inches longer.
yeah, it's like a hand. You got like a hand on him.
Yeah. So Chris's fist touches John's chin, and John's fingers are
But, dude,
pointed
that whole
straight out,
me
and it's
getting
not
down
even
to get
touching
body
Chris's shoulder.
shots, I think that for me, like I don't know. I think
you got to reach.
I think it's a waste. I think body shots for me is a waste unless I get in trouble and he gets in, and I'm able to work it that way. But I have time. I have time
Yeah,
time to come
yeah.
up with a game plan.
Just hit that work. Just hit that work.
I'm gonna put
hard.
the work in. I'm ready.
The chat says that by round 3 you're going to be huffing hard. Tory
What up?
Pierce said hey. Tyler Slim said hey. I'm going to say somebody else. Buckness said hey. Midas is here. He made it. Superfan, of course. Tory Pierce. So yeah, I agree that you guys are going to be gassed by the 3rd round. And rightfully so, because boxing is hard. But we just saw, not very well on camera, unfortunately, but we just saw what looks like it could be a pretty severe size advantage here. I don't know. I hope Shuddy's not still watching right now because he's gonna have nightmares.
That reach is
That's a problem.
When you go on the board, the numbers are up. Your reach is at least 6 inches of difference.
What did you just say? The board, the numbers are
Like
up?
we ever watch a boxing
it's
match and they
also
have like their
easier for you to
weight and then
tee
their
off.
reach.
Oh, the tail of the tape.
Yeah.
You know, like that's what I would
Yeah.
say. Like you have an advantage of him teeing off. My only thing is that like when you tee off, you give up a lot of your body.
Of course, yeah.
Like that's
You should tee off like
Straight shots, Chris.
Like I wouldn't
Straight
feel
shots.
comfortable unless I want to get hit. Like if I'm gonna go into a fight and know I'm exposing myself, let me take a hit.
Yeah.
Like let me feel it first.
Chris, don't expose yourself in this fight.
Chris.
Don't do that.
Chris.
Yeah, I think
It's
there's
not
laws.
it's not a jokey fight.
There's
Chris.
laws.
Yeah.
Chris,
There's
box like a T-Rex. Just
like a
Straight shots around. Yeah, like the
start
like
fighting
that.
like this.
Yeah, old school. Hey, yeah, you see?
put him
Put 'em up.
on.
Put 'em up.
Nice. All right. This was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you, John from Florida. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah,
Dude,
John, thanks
I
for
feel
coming
like
and
we've been
hanging
friends
out.
for a long time. You're a cool dude. I really like you. It was
Thanks,
cool
man.
talking to you.
appreciate it, man.
Doors always open. You're family now. You know.
You got to
You're-
sign the wall.
Yeah, you got to sign the wall.
John from
right?
Florida.
Yeah. Yeah.
John,
Florida man.
the Florida man.
Thank you again to Shuddy Boy for stopping in, talking shit,
thanks,
hanging out with
Shuddy.
us. Thank you guys for chilling in the chat. That really warms my cockles. Yeah, I said it.
Mhm.
My cockles.
Hmm.
At least your cockles are warm because everything else in this place is fucking freezing.
Yeah.
Not I, sir.
I actually feel good. Blood's
It feels
flowing.
nice in
I
here.
feel
I'm,
good. Yeah.
I'm a little hefty around the waist area, so I tend to run hot.
It's
know what I
okay.
mean?
It's all right. It's all right. But guys, you know where to find us. YouTube.com/The Two Clouded Mind Show. If you want to just listen to us, we are anywhere you find your podcast. That's Two Clouded Mind Show. Check us out on Instagram at The Two Clouded Mind Show. If you want to stalk us individually, I am at Chris_is_not_funny.
DC in the city on all social media. Anthony, thanks for hanging out, man.
Plug in your socials. You got social media?
Yeah, do you want people to find you or you want to stay
No,
hidden?
I want to stay hidden.
Very good.
Fair enough.
Smart man.
Guys, thank you again. Till next week, stay clouded.
Bye, chat. Bye.